Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce for February the 8th, 2022, where we like to talk about the markets in plain English, if that's in any way possible. What a complicated world in which we live. So much going on, so much affecting us. And we have another fun morning going on right now. We're watching the threat of war in Europe. We're watching interest rate spikes. We're watching inflation reports coming out soon. We're watching markets not sure what directions to go. We're following companies that might be in takeover plays. We just have just issue after issue after issue going on. Welcome to another day in the world. Just another day. Ho ho ho. Nothing much else to get excited about. The U.S. trade deficit climbs to a record $859 billion in 2021. That's a headline that's come across. U.S. imports rise 1.6% to $300 billion in December. $309 billion. Exports were up 1.5% to $228 billion. So more is coming in than going out. Because Americans are buyers. Americans love to buy stuff. And the rest of the world needs America to buy stuff because the rest of the world needs customers. Who are the customers? Americans. Canadians, they buy a lot of stuff too, although Canada will have trade surpluses rather than deficits. But then Canada will send out raw materials and bring in finished goods as a general rule. Canada does export a lot of energy and other raw materials, but yes, America needs to export finished goods. That creates jobs in America, of course, but it's the imports that fuel the world. Now, I read something this morning that I found really interesting. And by the way, cheers to all of you. I got my coffee going here. Coffee number 2 to keep me going. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. I want to say thank you, all of you from around the world who are watching me. It's great to have you here. I read something this morning about the import business that is kind of tied into why are we talking about inflation the way we are? Let me tell you a little story, okay? It's a story about a guy named Jed who was walking. No, that's not. That's the Beverly Hillbillies. That's another story. They said, "Get out of there. Beverly Hills is where you want to be." They loaded up the truck and moved to Beverly. No, that's not the story. The story I want to talk about is imports, and I'll tell you why in a second. You'll get it. You'll get it. It all comes together. So the story goes that there was this guy, and he was importing something from like Pakistan. And I'm not sure if he's importing candles or whatever. It doesn't matter. But he had this big. He had a container, an entire container full of stuff for his business into the United States. And of course, the container ends up going on a container ship, and then the ship goes across the world and ends up in the United States. And the container gets offloaded onto the dock, and out of the 5,000 containers on board the ship, a certain number of containers are chosen at random by home security people for secondary inspection to make sure everything's all right. This was one of them, and the container then was taken to another area of the port and had to wait to get checked by Homeland Security. And it takes a while, and days, if not longer. Finally got done. Then it got released from that and was returned back to the shipping company, the ocean line company that has the container. And they contact the guy and say, "We've got your container. Just pay your bill and we'll deliver your container to you, or you can send a truck to come and get it," however it works. Here's the problem. He was quoted originally when he was first looking at acquiring the merchandise from Pakistan. He knew he had to get it in a container, and at the time, his container cost was going to be like $5,000 for this whole container to get it delivered to the United States. But by the time the product was done, manufactured, packaged, and put into the container, prices of container shipments had gone up by double. So now he's looking at least $10,000. Then the container is on the ship and it comes across the United States, gets pulled aside. And because it got pulled aside, it got delayed, which meant that the container didn't get emptied It was still occupied and had to be stored. And the shipping company said to him, we need another $6,600 now that your container has been released by Homeland Security. And this guy's going, why should I pay another $6,600 on top of everything else? I didn't create a backlog at the port. I didn't create a backlog for Homeland Security. I'm ready to take the package. This thing is weeks behind. This is happening millions of containers times over around the world, but especially into the US of the United States of America. And we're talking about televisions, we're talking about computer parts, we're talking about auto parts, we're talking about furniture, we're talking about wicker baskets. I don't care what you're importing from wherever you're importing it. It's a crapshoot to get it into the US in a predictable way financially, because what you think it's going to run you when you place the order for your merchandise versus what you actually will pay to get it out and to get the hands on your merchandise can add 5, 6, 7, 8, 9% to the cost of your item at your price. Now, the problem for America as a whole is there's this inflation thing, which I've just talked about, and there are these importers that are known as Amazon or companies like Joe and Mary's candle import business. They bring the candles into America, they post them for sale on Amazon, and Amazon customers order them in the USA, and they distribute them. And these containers are supposed to come in like every month, another container, because John and Mary, or whoever they are marketing 25 different items, 50 different items, 100 different items, all on the Spotifys, the Amazons, the eBays of the world, all the online sites of the world. Plus, they have their own distribution network that they have salespeople who drive around and flog stuff to curio shops and what have you. These folks are trying to make a living, and they're making their money on the spread between what it costs them to buy these items at bulk, overseas import, and then the price they can deliver to the customer, to their customer. It's still not you and I. They're still trying to get it to the customer. So by the time you and I put the order in, we are paying for the item that was manufactured in the third world somewhere at pennies on the dollar. Can't be made in the US for that kind of money. Was packaged and shipped through a container scenario with delays and unpredictable pricing that's just gone stupid, like 2 and 3 and 400% price increases in shipping in the last year and a half. Just utterly unpredictable, with ransoms being held. Like, you don't get your stuff until you pay up front. You pay us up front, we give you your stuff. Then you can argue with us about the bill, since we've already got your money. Very strong position to be in when you can negotiate from that spot. So these folks, these goods come in with much higher expected costs. They then get bottled up in the ports because the trucks can't get in there quick enough. They can't get it out of there. Then the containers go to the warehouses, distribution warehouses, wherever that is, and the boxes get taken out of these containers and then redistributed smaller amounts to other people. And then these small businesses get their merchandise and they put it up for sale, however they put it up for sale. And their margins are shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And so they raise the retail price to you and I. But to you and I, we pay the increase at retail, which is an amplified increase. It's not like, well, this item cost 50 cents more to bring in, so we're just going to charge you 50 cents more to buy it. No. It costs 50 cents more to bring in, which adds to our cost of the total cost of this item. And then we charge double that or triple that as our price to whoever we sell it to. And then they charge double that to you. So in effect, that $1 increase or 50-cent increase ends up to be $4 or $5 to us net at the end of the day. And all of a sudden, these candles aren't so cheap anymore. They become rather expensive. But the reality is, and whether it's candles or furniture or light bulbs, I don't care what it is. There's a cost to produce it in the U.S. if you did make it in the U.S. And then you don't have to pay those shipping fees and those tariffs and those container fees and those holding it up in the facility fees and on and on I go. Yeah, sure. All the advantages of producing at home are there. The disadvantages are the regulations to produce products in certain states in the United States are so onerous and so incredibly expensive. Property taxes on warehouse space, factory costs, environmental assessment fees that must be paid for anything you manufacture with one component and another component, put two components together to make this. These components are possibly toxic or dangerous or poisonous, and putting them together emits a smoke into the air that game over. You don't make this stuff in America. If you have half a brain as a manufacturer, you do not produce anything in the United States. You don't, because the cost of starting something up like that from scratch, it has these hidden fees that are just out of this world. You have insurance costs, business taxes, regulations, and it just goes on and on and on. And what if you have a factory with 500 workers, 1,000 workers? You are successful and you grow your business up, to 5, 10,000 employees across the U.S., and they decide to go union. Now you're dealing with the Teamsters as your business partners, and they don't care what your costs are. They want to look after their members. That's what they're there for. That's why businesses in America don't go hog wild and go, oh, well, this is great. Container costs and shipping costs are way higher coming into the States. That means we have room to make margins work for us. And so there are winners and losers in this business. The winners are the mom and pops. The mom and pop operators that can produce candles or can produce something small and relatively simple with cute packaging, that can do it in the basement of their homes or in the garage of their houses, or they have a place in they have a place out in rural America, just out of town, and they have an acre of land, and they have a little aluminum type hut over there, and they work in there. They're the ones who can probably produce product at low overheads on their own without having to hire a whole bunch of people. They can hire part-time employees, maybe family, friends, whatever, to produce a certain amount of product to then distribute it into the system. And if you sell it online at retail, you are the retailer as well as the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the creator, the import, everything. They're the ones who can survive. Probably. They can probably make it go. And the good news for them is their competitors who bring product in from around the world and are having all kinds of logistics of shipping, their costs are just skyrocketing, and they've got to raise prices. So these folks, they can raise prices half as much and stay underneath their competitors and add to their profit margin, as long as they can get their hands on the raw materials, whatever those are, to work it. And as long as they don't have too much of an onerous environmental, state, county, city, whatever issue to deal with, they might be all right. This is the ugly side of inflation. The inflation to the consumer is brutal, absolutely brutal, because we pay the retail price for whatever it is we want to get, because we can't call the importer and say, hey, Joe, just found out that you brought in 100,000 bar stools. Hey, listen, I need 5-6 bar stools for my basement. Why don't I just buy them from you direct? I'll meet you at the dock. I'll meet you at your warehouse, and as soon as you offload them, I'll just pick them up from you. I'll just give you cash, and we don't even have receipts. No, those go through the system. They go through all the paperwork. They go through all the distribution channels. They go through all the distributors who've signed contracts to be distributors. And they need every single bar stool to go through their system as well, because they are making a margin on every unit that goes through. And they cannot have 20% of the units coming off of a container and then disappearing into the black market and only have 80% of the units to sell themselves against the 20%ers who are making side deals with the owner. No. So the owner won't do that. The owner will say, no, I'm taking care of my national distributors here. These are also some of them are stores, some of them are internet operators. No, I have to take care of my people, and that's the smart thing to do. And it's legal. It's all papered and it's all itemized. And the legitimate write-offs are legitimate write-offs, and legitimate earnings are legitimate earnings. And the IRS leaves everybody alone. Yes, but unfortunately, the cost of doing business is going up in every facet of the business. Now, I've talked to you about this a million times, and I will never, ever stop because this is good news for most of you folks out there. A lot of you kids are finding out for the first time in your careers. You've never realized this before. You've never had this happen to you before. In all the years that you graduated school, whatever level you graduated at, and you entered the workforce, you have never been the boss of yourself. You have been the victims of employers. You have been the innocent hard workers who have been toyed with, screwed with, kicked around, and abused financially and emotionally until now. And it is turning around so quickly that it has caught a whole bunch of employers by complete surprise. And thankfully and wonderfully, a lot of employees by surprise as to how powerful employees have become in the last 6 months. It all started 2 years ago when the virus appeared, but it really is now taking hold 18 months later, 2 years later. It is really now taking hold. And there are now more and more studies coming out that have been done in the last 6 months that results are now being released and revealed about how many millions of Americans, and these are US studies, so I will extrapolate this into Canada, I will extrapolate this into the rest of the world because it's true everywhere. But the studies are done in the USA. God bless America. Millions of Americans rate their work environment where they work with employers as toxic in every level of the word. They mean toxic from a encouragement point of view, toxic from hatred, toxic from like we're talking bias, men against women, race, toxic, toxic when it comes to where employees are told that if you do this, this, and this, your future with the company will be that, that, and that. And nothing could be further from the truth. You go in as the grunt and you stay a grunt. You were told that if you grind it out for a year, you will move up to this level. And if you grind it out for a year there, you'll move up to that level. And what people are finding is that if they don't push hard, they stay in that low level forever. They push harder, they finally get moved up 2 years or 3 years later, they get moved up a notch or two. And then it takes 2 or 3 years again to move up a notch when it was supposed to be done a year, and a year. Toxic work environment has become the normal word among many, many millions of Americans. And I've talked about the great resignation, where people have said, see you around, I'm out of here. I'm not working for you guys anymore. I don't need this crap. This isn't just economic. It is psychological. It is personal. It is people who literally fear for their lives going to work. They feel that their supervisors are absolute racists, and these folks are the ones that they hate. Whoever you are out there, it is scary. And what has happened in the past is that you used to feel lucky you had a job, and you were made to feel fortunate that you were part of our organization. You're just so lucky we hired you. And you just should be grateful we don't lay you off, because we can replace you with 20 other people at the drop of a hat. That has completely turned around. All of a sudden, employers are desperately trying to hang on to their best people. They let their losers go. Sure, well, we all have losers, yeah, but that's 5%, 3%. The 90-odd percent, there's your 50% loyal core, and you also have your superstars somewhere in there, and they're desperate to hang on to them, and they're losing them as well. Even the best of the best are walking, because the best of the best have figured it out. They figured out that they do not need to be loyal to an employer any longer, because the employer hasn't really been loyal to them. They have put in 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, 15 years of service, more than that, and they see very little coming out of it on the other end. Nothing but sheer frustration, heartache, total breaking of promises, people getting promoted under them, over them, and now they work for people that are over them that used to be under them. These folks have had enough. they're walking, and this continues, and this will continue. This is not going to end. There is no relief coming for employers in the United States or Canada or elsewhere where a wave of new employees is available. They're not graduating out of college. College-bound kids are guaranteed to come out of college with anywhere from 50 to 250,000 in debt. So they're not even going in. They're going to community colleges to take 2-year courses and do something else, and not go after the 5-6 year degree with zillions of dollars in debt over their heads. They're just not playing that game anymore, especially in the last 2 years. Without online or without in-person learning, we've had a holdback of the skills required for people to enter into these entities. The entities are going, we can't fire qualified people. Like we have applications for some jobs, but none of them are qualified because they haven't got hands-on experience or what have you. Yeah, because you pissed off so many of your hands-on experienced people, and they've walked away on you, and you can't find another sap to come in and take that job for that pay under that abusive system you have, which is now what employers are figuring out. We have a toxic work environment that we didn't realize we had because we were all making money. Everything was going fine. The sales are coming in, the margins are coming in, the bonuses were being paid to the top 5% of the employees. Everything was great because I'm one of the 5%ers. It was great. It's not great anymore because the 95% below me who I need to work to death to give me the lifestyle I want, they're not here. We're down to half of them. We can't find replacements for these people. And we now are beginning to realize, geez, some of these folks are quite specialized. They've got a lot of experience in this area or that area, that area. We can't find any of them we can't even double our pay and get these people because we were underpaying them for so long and just grinding them into the submission that we are out of touch when it comes to what the real world is. And so here's inflation coming up on this side of the coin. But the good news for you guys is a lot of you guys aren't the 5%ers. You guys are the 90%ers who are for the first time being given this opportunity to go, yeah, I'm moving on. I'm moving on to another firm, or I'm moving on to be my own self-employed, whatever I am. And I'm not going to be, I'm not available 60 hours a week anymore at the drop of a hat. I'm sorry. And you want me to work Saturdays? Give it up. That ain't happening, pal. Weekends are mine, my family's. I'm 45 years old. I have maybe 20 years of work left, maybe 20 years until I'm 65 if I'm healthy. Probably 10 until I'm 55, and then we'll see. 10 years. You know what 10 years is? Figure this out. There are 50 weekends a year. 52, okay, to be accurate. 52 weekends a year, a ballpark. In 10 years, there are 520 weekends. I got to give up half of those for you, the firm, to help make your quota. I got to give up half of all my weekends to retain my job that I hate with people I don't give a crap about, who I know don't give a crap about me. What are you talking about? I have children. I have grandchildren. I have a husband. I got pets. I have friends, relatives. I have unused holiday time. No, forget this. Forget about it. We're out of here. No, it's not going to happen. I'm going on my own. And this is the big awakening, the massive awakening. And more articles keep coming out now. Every day, another one about the whole work environment story. It's all blown up. It has been completely blown up. This whole pandemic thing was supposed to be a 30-day inconvenience. When it first happened, the thinking was, we'll cut back on people in the office, and we'll do that for 30 days, and then we'll be back to normal. We'll get back to normal. Everybody wants to get back to normal. Now there are riots in the streets where people want to get back to normal, which I find hilarious. I find it unfortunate, and I find it laughable. I find it regrettable. But I also look at it and go, are you kidding me? You guys want to go back to what? Normal? Really? How happy were you with normal? You might have been comfortable with the routine, And the top 5%ers love normal. Oh, they do. They did love normal. But those aren't the ones in the streets. The ones in the streets here in Canada right now, they're the bottom 20%. These are the grunts. These folks want to get back to a new normal. What they don't understand is they have a new normal in their hands, right in front of them. It's in their hands and they're not taking advantage of it. They don't read it. They can't see it. I don't know why. To understand it. There, of course, are all kinds of differences out there between people, as we have noticed here. And I desperately try not to bring up to this channel, but it's almost impossible. There's all kinds of deniers and you name it. It just goes on and on and on. And it's in everything. It's in religion and politics and personal relationships and family members and friends and on and on and on. There is division everywhere. But if you take your life, control of your life, and that's the thing, man, you've got to want it. And we are now finding out in real time, and you folks are finding out in real time. You're finding out within your families who can take control of their lives and who can't. You have figured out between friends of yours, close relatives, neighbors, co-workers, bowling club buddies, golfing pals, your entire life, social, professional, family, everything. All of you have begun to realize, oh my God, I had no idea that so-and-so, this one person that I thought highly of, or I respected, or I've always admired, or whatever the term we want to use, how utterly useless they are when it comes time to taking control of their destiny. They can't do it. They need normal. They need to be put back into a cubicle, and they want to be back in the cubicle, and they're afraid of the outside. They just want to grind it out. That's all they want. They want to be dominated by a boss. They want to be told what to do, when to get up, when to eat, how much to make, and shut the hell up. And all of you out there are realizing, oh my God, I can't believe so-and-so didn't do this, or is doing this, or wants to do that, or believes in this, or believes in that. While many of you who are here, if you're watching me, you guys are watching me, you are not the normal. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in a good way. You are not the normal who want to go back to being peons. You're the ones who want to take control of your lives. You're the ones who are saying to Bruce, well, you tell me what my possibilities are. You tell me what can I do with myself? Because, man, this has been a devastating 2 years. I've lost relatives and friends that died, who've gotten very ill and are still dealing with it. I mean, it's been a tough time, Uncle Bruce. It hasn't been a picnic. Show me something that I can hang my hat on. And you guys have at least taken that step to say, hey, I am not interested in going back to being a peon as it was for the last 10, 20 years. I want to go forward in the new normal. Show me the new normal. What is it, Bruce? What is my new normal? And I try to bring this up daily with you guys to let you know, kids, it's not you. You're not the problem. You're the solution. You are the solution to your own situation. It's just a matter of looking outside of yourselves. Get out of your box and look around a little bit and go, okay, I get it. There are people in the streets with placards. Rather than finding work for themselves, finding a better life for themselves, they're bitching about the life they have and the world they're in. They're not changing the world that they're in. They're bitching about the world they're in. Well, hey, that's okay. They say it's a free country in Canada and a free country here and elsewhere. Great. Exercise your right and scream all you want. But at the end of the day, kids, your wallet is your wallet. Your home is your home. Your family is your family, and your life is your life. And you gotta want what it is you want. You gotta want it bad enough to go and get it. And you have to make moves to get it. And sometimes the moves are a change of career, a change of employer, a change of lifestyle. Certain substances are no longer part of your life anymore. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. It might be you need help. You need a mentor, you need a psychologist, you need to see your doctor, you need to be part of a group. I don't know what you need. Maybe you need to join a three guys and become a foursome and golf and go golfing with three people once a week and shoot the breeze between shots. Maybe that's all you need. Maybe that's all it is. Interaction with other human beings. I don't know. Everyone is different. We all need what we need. I keep trying to tell you here, it's possible. It really is, where you can take control of your life and be your own boss and control your economic destiny. I can't make it all happen for you. I can only make it to a point, but it might be that if I'm able to motivate you to change certain things in your life, that the domino effect begins to take place after that. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, wow, because Bruce kind of got me thinking about this, and I changed this. Well, that made this different. And that all of a sudden made that go away. This isn't a problem anymore. And now my future is over here. I've gone a different path entirely. But I discovered it myself after he motivated me to take a look at where I'm at. If I can do that, just that, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. You're a winner. I'm a happy guy. If I actually help any of you to make money in these markets where you are realizing, my God, I don't need to find a GameStop at $2 a share and have it go to 500 a share as my only way out of the hole that I'm in. I don't need that. There's another way. Then I'm really happy. I'm really thankful. Sure, I would love to tell you what today's stock buy is that will go to hundreds of dollars a share tomorrow. I'd love to tell you that. Can't, but what I can do, what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to tell you guys that right now in this market we're in, the analysts are saying, the professionals are saying that this year, 2022, is going to be a lousy year for the stock market. Why? Because it's been a great decade leading up to this year. We've had a real nice bull run overall, all the way up. This channel of trading that these stocks have been in, where the market has just been, up and down, but it's always going higher. We might have broken through that. We might now be on a bit of a plateau for an entire year. I have good news for you guys. In a market like this, you can make a fortune because you can take money from people who don't believe it or who are looking for the lottery ticket win. You are literally selling lottery tickets to lottery buyers who expect to lose everything. They will not be upset if they, in reality, they hand you $1,000. They've never met you. They don't know where you live. They don't know who you are. They will never meet you. But they're buying $1,000 worth of stock options, hoping that will go to $50,000. $1,000 will go to $50,000, but they're fully expecting to lose it. And you are the person offering them this long shot ticket to say, here you go. Here's a ticket for you. This one is good for 8 days, 3 days, 2 days, 4 hours. That's how long this ticket is good for. This ticket's good for 3 weeks. I'm offering you these tickets. Good luck. And the person who buys your lottery ticket from you might actually make money because the stock you wrote an option against might actually go up a little bit in price and then come back down a little bit in price. And during that little rise, this person took $1,000 and turned it into $1,500, and they sold that ticket and went, hey, I made $500 on a $1,000 bet. I'm a happy guy. The reality is, though, this person sold the ticket to somebody else. And that person paid $1,500, and the ticket ends up going down to $300. You wrote it for $1,000, and you're buying it back for $300, $400, $500, $600, whatever you want. And you're just offering. You're a dream merchant. You're a dream merchant. You're offering dreams for sale for 1 day, 4 days, 6 days, 12 days, 15 days, 18 days, whatever it is, in a market that is not expected to do a lot. And that means the only way you make money is on shrinkage, time shrinkage. And all the gamblers know it. The buyers of your merchandise know that whatever they pay you for this item today will be worth less money tomorrow if the stock doesn't move, and will be less money the day after that if the stock doesn't move enough. They all buy into it. They all agree to losing everything. And I'm here to try to tell you that's where you want to be going. That's the direction you want to be heading. And you're not inventing anything new. And I can guarantee you right here and right now, none of you are going to make $1 million in one trade on anything that I'm offering you in advisory services or anything else. If I give you an idea to write a contract on Goldman Sachs at a set price for a certain time frame, you will not make $1 million on the trade. You won't lose $1 million either, but you're not going to make $1 million. But you can make some substantial dough. And as a number of my viewers say all the time, they say to you, they publish here on this comment, the members who publish here their comments, many of them have said again and again, you cannot believe it. At the end of the month, you do a tally of all the trades you've done, and you've written contracts. Out of 20 trading days, you've written contracts 14 times. And out of the 14 transactions, you've ended up making a net profit of X amount of money. And they'll say to you stuff like, I've only got 10 grand. That's all I got. I only have a $10,000 pot that I'm using to write options with. Others have 100,000. Others have 300,000. It doesn't matter how little you have. You can make money with the money you have. It's a question of how attentive to it do you want to be, and how what kind of return are you happy to get on it. And so if I can help you in any way get to that level where you can generate some cash, I'm a happy guy. A number of you have been generous enough to share your trades with us, to say, yeah, I wrote these for $440. I bought them back for $250. In 2 hours. I wrote these for $780 3 days ago, and then I bought them back for $210 3 days later. Some of you wrote contracts, stock went up on you, you did a rollover on them, they hung in there a little longer, and then they began to falter, and it took a week or two. And you said, this one trade I did took me 2 weeks to finally unwind it and bring it up. But I ended up making X amount of dollars on this trade when it was all said and done. And on an annualized basis, this is huge. This is huge, the amount of money I've made. There's a million ways to play this. If I'm in any way able to help you get away from the cubicle world or a trap, where you are trapped career-wise, you are stuck, and you've got people above you that will never advance you, and you have people below you that are going to pass you and grind you next. If you're in that world, I can get you out of that. I am really happy. I am really happy, because I have seen this time and time again through all my years of being in various businesses. It is just shocking, just what it's like. But that's the world. Welcome to the world. It ain't a pretty place sometimes, and the only way you're going to change is if you want it to change. Now, you can go, like I said, you can go on the street and demonstrate all you want. You can go down to whatever city you want and go to City Hall and stand there with your placard and do it. Yes, you can let off some steam if you want. But do you think when you get home your world has changed? Think again, Chester. It hasn't changed at all. What you have now is a sign that you have to throw in the garbage. That's all you got. And you might have some blisters on your hands, and you're kind of tired because you've been standing on your feet all day, and your vocals are kind of shot. That's probably what you got. You may have made a point to, I don't know who, because I don't know who that you're going to yell at is going to change your life for you. Nobody, because you're surrounded by everyone else who's upset. It's the quiet revolution. It's the silent majority. Those of you that really want it, you're going to make the change, because you're going to decide, okay, enough's enough. I have to make a change. Now, is it a change overnight? No. Is it a change over time? Yes. And I get asked by so many of you here, directly and indirectly. Many of you ask me, I would really like to get into this, Bruce. I'm really excited. Can you help me do this? And I'm really in a hurry. And my answer is always pretty consistent. I cannot change your entire world in 15 minutes. You have to change your world, and you have to buy into the fact that it is a process, and you've got to give it some time, because it took time to get into the mess. It's going to take time to get out. But when it starts going your direction, you begin to see the fruits of your labor, and that motivates you to keep on going. And you've got to buy into the idea that, hey, as a kid, I came out of high school. I went into college for 4 years, or a community college for a couple of years. I got a degree, or I got a worker's ticket, or I deliver. I drive a truck, and I got my license doing this, and I paid big money to get the license, and and I'm experienced now. It took years to get to wherever you're at, doing whatever you're doing. I'm talking to you about changing your life in another direction, and it can't be done in a week. It looks like, and it sounds like it can be done in a week for some of you. And this is where you contact me and go, this is great, Bruce. Tell me what to do. I'm ready to change next week. And I try to bring you down to earth and say, look, you've got to invest in yourself. You've got to pretend that you're about to enter college. You're about to enter the college of investing. And there really is no affordable college that I can tell you to go to where you won't be paying $200,000 over 4 years in student loans. I mean, if you want to go to Harvard or Princeton or wherever and join the highfalutin Wall Street guys of tomorrow, you're going to be up against these 18 to 22-year-old kids who are eventually going to be in Wall Street running the investment banks. You're not going there, okay? And you're not going to be that. And you don't have to be that. You do not have to be the next whiz kid at Lehman Brothers, which isn't around anymore, or any other firm. What you need to be is your own asset manager. And you need to be your own, in control of your own life asset manager. And I can help you get there. Can I get you all the way there? Maybe, maybe not. But with your desire, wanting to absorb this information, you're probably going to make it. If you've got the desire and the motivation, you'll get there, okay? Some of you folks are like country and Western stars that I've heard interviewed over the years, and rock and rollers. But I remember watching the Ken Burns series all about the country music, the history of country music. And it was talking to people like Dolly Parton and others who really came from abject poverty to make it. And some of these stars made it in the 50s and 60s and 70s and so on and even to this day. And the question would be asked by the interviewer of someone like a Dolly Parton: what motivated you to make it? What motivated you to get to the big time? And the answer was, there was no going back. I couldn't go back. There was nothing to go back to. I came from a poor farm in Tennessee where the average adult died at age 41. There is no going back. I can only succeed at this. And that's motivation. And now you're motivated. You're all in. The good news for a lot of you watching me, you're not that bad off. You're just motivated to change your life. And in the last 2 years, the world has given you a chance to change your life, and it's okay. Where 2 years ago, 4 years ago, if any of you wanted to do what I'm talking about having you do now, which is become your own, manager, your friends and relatives will look at you like you're out of your mind, because they'd say, you're leaving that great job you have at so-and-so industries. You're so lucky you have that job. Today, that's all gone. That's not the norm anymore. The norm now is, in 2 years, we have seen so much upheaval and so much change, and so many of our dear friends and relatives leave us forever. We've had to reflect on our lives, and we've realized, oh my God, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. And this is my chance to do it, because the alternative is not what I'm interested in. I want to be above the ground, not under it. And this is my chance to take my life to a new direction, because the old ways are over. It's done. We're finished with the old ways. The world of 2018-19 is gone. It is not coming back. Those who are yelling in the streets want that world back, and they're not going to get it, because the participants of that world aren't here anymore. We've lost 900,000 of them already, and we're going to lose hundreds of thousands of more of them. We have changed forever. ever. And you've got to get with the program, and it's your decision. You want to stay the way you are, stay the way you are. It's okay. If it works for you, it works. But if it's not working for you, maybe it's time to take a look at alternatives. And no one will fault you, because in this world, everyone has started to reflect on what their lives are about. Even the protesters, they're reflecting too, and they've decided their action is to scream and yell with placards for the moment. Eventually, they'll figure out what they have to do and how they have to do it, and God bless all of them. I wish the best for all. But no matter how I say it and what I say, there will be those who love what I'm saying and hate what I'm saying. Welcome to the new normal. This is the new normal, and I welcome you to it. Okay. We're going to open for trading in about 14 minutes, and we'll see how we go. We're up 78 points on the Dow so far. It's a nothing burger. We're down 3 points on S&P, and we're down 33 on NASDAQ. A complete nothing burger on this market right now. We're down $1.16 on oil. Now, the title of this show, could GameStop take over Peloton? Yeah, there's a question for you. Now, I got people saying to me, would you stop talking about this? This is ridiculous. You don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. Stop talking about GameStop taking over Peloton. You're just, why are you doing this? Well, you've all heard, I'm sure, that Peloton is theoretically a takeover target. And last night, you may or may not be aware, but overnight last night, it was determined that the founder of the company, the CEO, is now going to just take a vice chairmanship role at the board. So he's kind of out of the day-to-day decision making, and he's been kind of shunted over here on his way out the door with probably a payout. And they're bringing in a new CEO from Spotify or something like that, somewhere. It doesn't matter. They're bringing in a guy, probably, I think it's a guy. They're bringing in a guy who is famous and known for shaking things up. And the pundits, the pros, are saying, yeah, what's happening here is, without saying it, they're going to lay off 2,500 people. They're going to close their factory in Ohio. They're going to redistribute their talents, and they're setting the company up for a takeover. They're cleaning it up so it can be taken over by somebody else. That is what's happening with Peloton, which means the shares aren't going anywhere at the moment, because it's going to take a few months to get all this done. Theoretically, it could be done in weeks, but we'll see. They're going to cut, millions in dollars of overheads with lower staff and everything else. Morale is going out the toilet, and they might have to shut down certain divisions of the company. That's what you do when you have a company that is bleeding money like crazy and is losing its mojo. But you clean the pig up, put some lipstick on it, and see what you can do with it. Now, theoretically, the talk is, maybe Nike might buy them, or Amazon might buy them. And I'm sitting there going, why would Amazon give a crap to buy these guys? What do they need these guys for? Amazon does not need Peloton to get any bigger, because Amazon buys Peloton. They're instantly going to have to put a bunch of money in it and reorganize it, because it is not an Amazon kind of entity. It's its own entity with its own brand name and recognition, all that. Now, of course, it'll be an Amazon sub, and that may or may not work. Apple, why would they buy an entity that's on the losing end of the scale right now? Apple loves buying companies that are on the way up, not on the way down. So Apple can take all the time they want and wait for Peloton to get cheaper. If they really want to buy Peloton, they could wait a year and maybe buy it for a quarter of the price it's trading at. I don't know. What about GameStop? What could GameStop do with this? Why would GameStop want to buy these guys? And I was thinking about this going, well, I know why GameStop would want to buy these guys. If I were Ryan Cohen with my background, and I had the billions of dollars, and I bought this company, I'm controlling this company, with my market background, stock market background, I'd want to buy up Peloton. Yeah. Because what I want is, first off, the one thing Peloton has is their phenomenal customer list. They've sold a lot of units to millions of people all over the place. So I'd want that for sure, because as GameStop, I'd want to add those people to my 55 million existing customers that are on my list. And I'll bet you there's some synergy there. There's a bit of synergy there with those 20 to 40-year-old Pelotoners and my gamers. No, they're the same people. Many of the same. Fair enough. But I'll still expand my list. I want that. But the thing I really want, this is where Bruce, the stockbroker, comes in. No, what I want is the shareholders. I want the shareholders. I want. Here's what I'm after. Okay, I'm thinking like an investor relations guy. Okay, and I'm saying to myself, if I were an advisor to Ryan Cohen, Cohen called me into his office, or I knocked on the door and said, "Mr. Cohen, can I talk to you for 10 minutes? I got something I want to show you." "Oh yeah, Bruce, what do you got? You're with the IR department. What do you got for me?" I said, "Well, I want to tell you a little story. It's not about Jed who's hunting out in the field someday and found some black crude. No, I've got a story about a situation where theoretically we could make a move as GameStop on Peloton where we would get all of Peloton's existing shareholders, all of Peloton's former shareholders, and all of the people who follow Peloton as kind of a hobby to all become aware of how great we're going to be at GameStop. I'm a promoter. I'm a stock promoter, and I want to promote my GameStop story. And one way to promote my GameStop story is to put together some kind of a deal, if it's possible, to take over Peloton, because Peloton is for sale. Here's the fact: Peloton 6 months from now will not be a public company anymore unto itself. It will be part of something else. The shareholders of Peloton will either be paid cash, take a hike, or they'll be given cash and stock, or they'll be given stock. But so one way or the other, Peloton, the entity, will no longer be an entity anymore. They're not taking anybody over. They're going to be taken over. All right. They're setting themselves up for this because Peloton now needs 5 to 10 years of maturing out. Its growth days and explosion over. That's come and gone. That was last year, height of the pandemic. Peloton went forward a decade in recognition, name recognition, in 1 year. They went forward 10 years of name recognition in 1 year because of the virus. But that's over now. Now we have this virus. It's going to be part of our lives. And now Peloton is a household name as long as it stays relevant, but it's going to become part of something else. GameStop, theoretically, could have a chat with this guy, this new CEO, in the next week or 2 or 3 as he settles in. And they could take a look at the books and take a peek at where they're at. Well, Peloton has $1 billion plus in cash on hand. They have some debts, but not crushing. They have costs to wind down. Yeah, fair enough. But they have a brand, they have followers, and they have software sales. And GameStop has a brand, has followers, and has software sales, and is increasing their software division, as is probably Peloton. And there could be some synergies here. GameStop has distribution centers. They have one in Reno. They have one in Pennsylvania. They have one in Grapevine, Texas. They have one in Europe. They have one in Mississauga, Ontario. GameStop has places where they can distribute product all over the world. Peloton needs to distribute its product all over the world. Synergy could be put together there. The bicycles and the equipment could be manufactured wherever and then shipped into these centers for future distribution. This can be done. But the name recognition would be what the GameStop people want. This is what the promoter would want. If I were the promoter, if I were the IR guy, I'd be saying to Cohen, look, just the mere fact that you're talking to these guys and that leaks out, that will raise the GameStop's awareness to millions of potential people who don't know anything about us or have heard of us, but only in a negative way. Because what press are we getting from Wall Street? Crap. We're getting nothing but crap. Although lately we've been putting together a nice little program here, and you're welcome. We'll keep doing that. But what kind of a deal would it take to make this happen? When you have a seller like Peloton, they don't have a lot of power to negotiate the deal. Their daily bleed rate is such that they need to be taken over sooner rather than later in a hurry. And so they're open to suggestions. Apple knows it. Amazon knows it. Nike knows it. Anyone else knows it. So GameStop comes to them with the most friendly deal. Then maybe there's something to be had here. Well, what kind of a friendly deal are we talking about? Well, see, GameStop has $1.5 billion in cash, And Peloton has about $1.5 billion in cash. So there's $3 billion combined. But if GameStop went to their friends in Wall Street and came back with another 3 or 4 billion in cash and said to Peloton, here's what we're thinking about. We'll take you over in a combination deal. We'll do partial cash and stock so that you guys are shareholders in the entity that we have here. We're now a unified unit. All of the shareholders of both companies are now shareholders of this one company. And we now have a whole lot more people to talk to about the whole business going forward. This is what promotion is about. But we'll compensate the holders of Peloton's stock with some cash. That might be one way to do it. The other way to do it is just a stock deal only, strictly a stock deal. And that could be 3-to-1. For every 3 Peloton shares, you get 1 GameStop share, something like that. GameStop's $100, Peloton's around 30. So it's 33 for each Peloton share, stock for stock. That could be a way to do it. Another way to do it, like I said, it would be maybe half cash and the rest in stock at a 3-to-1 ratio, that kind of thing. At the end of the day, GameStop will have about 120, 130 million shares outstanding, with Peloton GameStop as one unit. And now GameStop retail sales centers will be the Peloton GameStop sales centers. There might be a third of the GameStops will become Peloton sellers as well. They'll get more square footage. GameStop may reduce their store count by 1,000 from 4,500 to 3,500 globally, and have 1,000 stores of the 3,500 selling Peloton in store as well as their merchandise. That might be the arrangement, which increases Peloton's retail reach, because right now Peloton has handfuls of stores, not millions of them, not thousands. They have handfuls. Well, this would increase Peloton to a store near you. And then, of course, there's the online side of it, the online selling, which will continue on, and Peloton's site and GameStop site will become one big happy site, and away we go. That could be an arrangement that might be worked out, where management of Peloton will run the division there, management of GameStop runs GameStop here. Colin is the all-knowing, all-seeing God at the top, and we keep moving forward. That could be the deal. Now, for GameStop, it would be unbelievable exposure. It would show Wall Street that these guys are sitting on $5 billion in cash or more, net, because they raised 3 or 4 billion, had 3 billion already, paid out $1.5 billion to buy the company, 2 billion, whatever, and the rest is stock, whatever the deal is. But there's a bunch of money inside this entity to fund it and develop it. GameStop continues to develop NFTs, crypto, and everything else goes down this road. And we have this kind of a scenario. So now it's a lifestyle company, activity lifestyle company, and gaming company, and crypto, and NFT, and this and that. And so GameStop just keeps fracturing out further out, developing its footprint, showing Wall Street we're not a one-trick pony. We're not a brick and mortar trying to sell used games and games to survive. We have now really reached out our footprint. And all of a sudden you've got 250,000 shareholders instead of 85,000 shareholders, or whatever the numbers are, as a combined entity, and you're known worldwide. And if the deal doesn't happen, the talk is the talk, and the rumors are the rumors, but GameStop ultimately doesn't get the deal because Peloton gets bought by somebody else instead, because they overbought, they made a better offer and GameStop didn't get it. It shakes up the market to the point, well, wow, this guy Cohen is really, he's scheming. Like, this guy's got stuff going on there. Wow, those wheels are turning up there. Don't sell this guy short that he's just happy being where he's at. There could be much more here. That could be very beneficial to the overall psyche of the market for GameStop shares. That could create a bit of a buzz. Just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Another merger would be Best Buy. Best Buy buying Peloton. I mentioned this yesterday as well, where every Best Buy store now would have Peloton equipment exclusively, like a Peloton store inside every Best Buy store. But I would say the way to do it is that GameStop and Peloton become one, and then that entity has stores inside Best Buy on a licensing arrangement deal, similar to what Apple has inside Best Buy now. Because if you go into a Best Buy store, you'll see the Apple section of Best Buy over here. And then you could have Peloton, GameStop over here. And that gives Best Buy access to exclusive product where they can back off and go, we don't have to handle games anymore. We don't have to handle PS5s anymore. The GameStop guys are handling that. Our GameStop partners with Peloton, they're handling that in the little subsection over here. We got our TVs all over here. We got our printers all over there. We got our computers all over there. And there's Apple over here. And we got washers and dryers. And we got vacuum cleaners. And we got, yeah. And now for Best Buy, that could be one less competitor on a brick and mortar basis. No Peloton stores up against them. No GameStop. GameStop will reduce its store count because that's what it probably wants to do. It wants to reduce its store count dramatically and push people over to Best Buy supercenters and online sales only. That might be the deal. I throw it out there to let you think about it. Anyway, Larry has done the ultimate service for this channel to say, we're open for business. We are trading again. Yet again, the markets are open for another day. And are we going to have fun? Well, let's hope so. Let's see if anyone gets richer here today and see what we can do. If I got you guys scheming today, I'm a happy guy because that's my job. Get you thinking about what your future is and what the future can be rather than be depressed at what you have because it's what you can be is what's the exciting part of this world. The Dow, I'm showing up 100 points, 101 points right now. It wasn't showing this an hour ago. It was not showing this. This is not like euphoria, though. 100-point gain, it's a nothing burger, but it's the right direction. Fair enough. S&P is up 0.13, nothing burger. The NASDAQ down 9 points. Oil down $1.19. So we've just barely opened up, and we're just settling in and getting some trades through. We'll see what it all looks like as we go forward. Thank you all for popping through in here. Let's see what's going on. Thanks to those of you who are like Nicholas, are hitting that thumbs up button and letting me know what number you are. Thank you for being thumbs up number 222. I love it. We're showing over 225 thumbs ups already. I appreciate the quick momentum here. Fabulous. Peloton shares are $29.99, it looks like, up a quarter. They were down this morning in the pre-market. Now they're unchanged again because Peloton truly looks like to be now a takeover target. The question is, can Peloton get what they want? And what Peloton wants, when it comes right down to it, if you're the new CEO, what is your job? Multiple buyers. Your job is to get multiple entities interested in buying us. That's your job. Clean up this mess. Unload the unprofitable divisions. Unload what no one else wants to buy from us. And clean up this pig so that we can now attract 3, 4, or 5 companies that want to take us over. That's your job. And let's see if this gets a bidding war going. That's what we want to put together. That is the objective right now at Peloton. Think nothing else. That is exactly what's going to happen. Just saying. What's going on? We've got the Dow up 80, Rocket Lab down 18, SoFi down 8, GameStop down 82 cents, Matterport off 17, ME down 14, Spire up 4 cents, ATIP down a dime, SmartRent down a penny, Cyxtera up 3 cents, AMC down 17, Robinhood down 85 cents, Vanek off 88, Home Depot down 236, IBM is up 40 cents, Microsoft is up 61, Apple's up a dime, Goldman Sachs up 251 to 370, Cisco down a 7 cents, Facebook down 288, Amazon down $25, Tesla down 11, Google up 5. It's a mixed bag. Royal Caribbean at 82.16, up 20 cents. Target down 39 cents. JP Morgan up 258. Costco down 80 cents. Walmart down 26 cents. Welcome to the early start of the market. Trying to figure out where we're going and why. Keeping in mind that we are being dominated by a lot of volatility right now because there's a lot of questions about interest rates, inflation expectations, supply chain issues, the variant. Oh, and there's a possible war going on in Europe. Oh, we keep forgetting about that little tiny thing. There might be war in Europe. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that too, shall we? We're up 105 on, make it 114 on the Dow now. Despite war in Europe might be imminent. We're up 114 points. We're down 3 on the S&P. We're down 22 on NASDAQ. That is where we're at. And the question people ask from time to time is, what will it take to not have war in Europe? What would it take for Putin not to make a move? It's simple, actually. He has to lose more than he can get. That's all there is to it. He has to lose more than he could possibly gain. And what could he lose as opposed to gain? Well, what could he gain? Real estate, sure. And he'll gain real estate that Ukrainians will walk away from. And he will then have to put in billions of dollars into that real estate to make it pay in any way, shape, or form. Because who's motivated in Ukraine to be overlorded by Putin? Nobody. So there will be hundreds of thousands of people who will scramble out of there, if not millions, and it'll be a wasteland for decades. So that's his prize. You got the real estate, and you can say to the Russian people, "We have Ukraine back." Great. Now make it work, because it ain't working in the rest of Russia. Good luck with this. What could it cost them? Well, the pipeline, for one, the gas pipeline may never be completed because Germany may cut it right off at its knees. But if boycotts are done, international business boycotts are done, Russia could be starved out economically dramatically. And they can turn to China all they want for deals with China, but the Chinese now know they have a weak partner. They have a partner that's weak, and Putin doesn't want to be a weak partner with anybody. So this is the thing he has to ask himself: Am I prepared to possibly get kicked around by countries that now view me as a weaker economic power? War power? Oh yeah, he's got buttons to push. He can launch nukes and all that. Oh yeah, sure. But you launch one nuke at one entity, 50 come back. So there's no point in that. So what's he got? You going to invade the rest of Eastern Europe? Is that what you're after? Because you're going to turn all that into economic wasteland, and you're going to be cut off economically, and eventually your citizens are going to be so hungry that they're not going to listen to a word you say because they're too hungry. They can't hear you because they're starving. What's the point of that? Where's the upside, Vladimir? Where's your upside? I don't see it. Anyway, there you have it. Beach Boy, thank you for this donation. Uncle Bruce, 25 STO GameStop, Feb 11 strike, 95 at 9:05. Good start for the day. You rock. Oh, rock and roll. He's writing some calls, and he's looking for a correction into the 90. There we have it. There it is. See if this works out. Yeah, stock right now, 103.64. It's up $1.30, so there's some premiums here to be had. $95 book value, $95 strike price, has a book value of like $8. It was probably a book value of $7 when he wrote these. He's got premium. The shares back off to $98. Those nines will be at 5, 4.5, and a lovely little trade. Thank you very much. Way to go, Beach Boy. Well done. Let's see what's going up. GameStop's going up. Ryan Cohen tweeted this morning. How about that, Bama Babe? Thank you. 103.32, up 98 cents on GameStop. The Dow right now, 102-point gain as of this second. Rocket Lab is up 8. SoFi is up 16. GameStop up 126. Matterport's up a penny. ME down 13 cents. Spire up 12. ATIP down 6.5. SmartRent up 18. Cyxtera up 14. More green than red, and moving higher at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. This is how this market is going to react here. We are going to be up and down second to second until the volatility ceases. And right now, that's not going to happen. We are going to be in a volatile market right now because there's just a lot of uncertainty happening everywhere regarding this everything. I mean, not just war, but everything else. It's crazy. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, everybody. Does war create inflation, or will that come after? Well, in theory, if the Russians move into Ukraine, and it's not like you're going to have like a blitzkrieg like the Germans, like Russia is moving into 5 countries at the same time with 5 million troops. None of that's happening. The satellite imagery is out, and there's 100,000 troops in the border with Ukraine, and they could move in 20 miles in an hour or two and stop there, and then try to negotiate a deal. Let's negotiate some more. Now that we have another 20 miles of Ukraine, we're not getting our way. Well, we'll move in another 15 miles. Let's negotiate some more. it's a question of what the West wants to do with these guys, and the West has to get together as a unified source and voice, and show these guys they mean business either by a military advancement, which I don't expect from the West, or a unified economic cutoff, and that has to be total, and it has to be devastating. But that'll take years to take effect because the Russians are, they have land to grow their own food. They have oil to power their own cars. They have natural gas to heat their own houses. I mean, they're not like destitute, but life can become quickly very uncomfortable for millions of Russians. Starting right off with the fact that the passport is no longer welcome in any country outside of Russia. That would be the first good move right there, so that you limit movement of any Russian anywhere on the planet. There's only one country you can go to, back to yours. You can't come into any other. So that gets the message out to the elite. The top 20% of Russia go, oh, we've been cut off from the rest of the world. I can't go to my villa in the Riviera. I can't go see my friends in Italy. I can't go purse shopping in Paris this spring. Oops. That's the first step. And then you go from there. But we'll see what happens. Oil will pop right away, but it might only last a week or two until we all realize that, well, there's oil everywhere, It's like Russia oil is, but I mean, who needs Russian oil? I mean, Texas need Russian oil? No. Does St. Louis need Russian oil? No. Does even the London, UK need Russian oil? No. So it's not the entire world being cut off at once. Chris, just lost power. I feel your pain. I'm in on ME Matterport, so I said how ME so I can go back up, and I'm lost on my reasoning with Matterport. People are discussing why stocks are going down. Are they going to stay down? What's going to happen? In the meantime, GameStop hit 106 apparently. It's now 104.58. Fantastic. Those of you who have not written options on GameStop, you might want to take a look at your opportunity there. Let me just check my lights. Hang on a second. My lighting has decided to take a pause, and don't know why, but it's decided to take a pause. We'll see if we can encourage the light to come back. Give me the light. Give me the light. I don't know. Can it happen? Can we get back up again? I don't know. Let's see what gives here. I'm not sure. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe we can, maybe we cannot. I'm going to have to let this cool down a bit. Anyway, I'm here. Don't worry about it. I'm here. Uncle Bruce, SoFi is offering margin. Is this a big deal or not really? For SoFi, it's a new income source. For gamblers in the market, it's a new source to gamble in the market. For those of you writing call options, you don't want to use margin. You really only want to use your cash value and just keep bringing in cash and let the gamblers borrow and gamble on your covered calls. That makes them even more vulnerable for you to make money off of them. Because if you have a gambler who is borrowing money on stock that they have to gamble on options, those options have better deliver sooner rather than later because of all the money they owe on those options. For you, it's perfect. Because the pressure now is on them to have a winner. And for you, you've got the clock to grind them into submission. And so they will be shorter, fused, impatient investors, which they aren't anyway. They're not investors, they're flippers. They're going to buy calls from you. And if they don't work out quickly, they're going to dump them at a loss. And you're going to see those calls drop in price because the liquidations come in faster because of more margin. So that's a win for you, okay? There you go. Covered calls on GameStop. That's the point. 104.71. We're up 237 on GameStop right now. The volume on GameStop this morning, 196,000 shares. It's a nothing burger on volume, but it is a little higher. And as I was saying yesterday, 105s for this Friday, 106s, 7s, perhaps into next Friday, 107s, 8s, 9s, 10s. Friday after that, same thing. Look for premium, bring it in, and look for a little dip and enjoy the pullback. Thank you very much. Let's see what else is going on. Just sold a GameStop covered call, 105 for 548. That expires on Friday. This call is at the money at best, and it's a 548 premium for 3.75 days. Not bad. I love this, Marco. There's money in your future. More money in your future. I like it. I put in a stink offer on a GameStop call, and I got hit. Beautiful job, everybody. Beautiful. Is a 3% margin interest rate high? SoFi was bragging on Twitter. It's not. It's not cheap. It's not like free money. When you compare it to inflation, it's cheaper than inflation. But in the world of interest rates, you know, there are some firms out there charging 6, 7% interest. Let's be fair. There aren't many charging a lot less than 3. So it's okay. It's an introductory rate, but it can change at any time. There you have it. Volume on ME is only 5,000 shares, says Duncan. That's typical. I'm not surprised. We're down 11 cents on ME. Hang on, I'm going to check my light again, see if it's coming back on, or am I dead in the water? There we go. For now, it's working. It might be overheating. I'm not sure what's going on. It is what it is. Let's see what else is going on here. Welcome on. I put in a stink bid on SoFi March 18's covered calls, 89 cents. And if they hit, they hit. If they don't, I can try again tomorrow. Nicholas, you've got a good attitude there. The stock's up 14 cents to 11.86. If the SoFi shares want to go higher, they will come closer to your calls. And that's the way you play this game. You've put them out at 89, which is perfect. 1 penny below that nice round number of 90. I love it. And hey, put them out there and say, world, you want to buy some calls on SoFi? I have 89-cent calls you can play with. You can gamble on these. I have a slot machine here with $15 calls. Come and get them. I love this. This is great. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, Fidelity charges me 8% on interest and then scales down as I borrow astronomically amounts more. Yeah, margin interest rates can be can be pegged at how much you borrow. Are we writing covered calls on GameStop? I don't trust from not popping $20 either way. Well, that's what the price you have to pay. If you don't trust it, you stay out. But if you know you're confident in the ability to roll over in case there is a bump, then you shouldn't have any problem writing calls against GameStop whatsoever. Let's see what's going on. I wrote a bunch of GameStop 105s for Friday. Feels so good. Right on. I got my stink bid in for a dip already. I've written my calls. I've got a stink bid in case the stock backs off. Thank you very much. There you have it. Nice going. Same here, says Mirko. I'm ready to roll. I've got my stink bid to buy my calls back at a lower price. Thank you very much. We're at 103.72. We were as high as 105.43. So we've already backed off a little bit from the high of the morning. It doesn't take much in the way of swing trading for this to come through. It's just the way it is. Facebook hits new low, says Duncan. The savior, Ryan Cohen, tweeted the release of a new GameStop mobile app. Dr. G, Alberta, take your medicine and write them their calls. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, 25 GameStop, Feb 18 100s for 10.04. You definitely rock. Right on, my man. 25 calls and 25 more. Beautiful job. Let's just let these come down and hey, let them fluctuate and take some profits. Beautiful stuff. How will a quarter-point Fed increase affect our credit cards and mortgages? Broker, if the Fed was going to raise interest rates by only one quarter percent increase and leave it at that, and that would be it for the year, it would be a nothing burger. But if the Fed every couple of months is going to raise the rate by a quarter and then another quarter and another quarter, and the effect is like Chinese water torture. You get the drop of water on your head here every 5 seconds. Eventually, you will go nuts. And this is with interest rate increases. If we see 1.5 to 2% increases in the next year, we will have effects on credit worthiness. That it'll take a higher score to get a loan. There will be higher rates for personal loans, mortgages, car loans. Credit card rates will likely still be way up there, but I can bet you that introductory deals to get you to switch your balance from one card to another, you're not going to get those, hey, it's only a quarter of a point to move your money over. You may find that, hey, we can offer you 3.5% interest if you move your money over from the 24% card to ours. You may find that those go up, and then you'll find fees coming in for usage. There might be new ways to bring in money because it's getting more expensive to offer money. You never know, my friend. We'll find out, broke broker. We'll find out. Inderman, I got my stink bid in at 201. I wrote 103 for this Friday, 551. I'm more than happy to pay 201 to buy them back. What a kind, generous person Inderman is. Love my viewers who are so kind and generous to those option players out there who are getting their butts handed to them. 103.36 on GameStop. We're up 102. We're backing off again. It is wonderful to see how generous my viewers are to these players, and that's the name of this game, baby. The clock is your friend, and fluctuations. And if you can take advantage of fluctuation, we say thank you very much. Alrighty, let's see how it goes. Jennifer says it looks like people are liking the new CEO news at Peloton. I think what we really have here is that could be partially it. We are at 32.64 up 289, but I think that the street likes the fact that this company has in effect said, without saying it, but they've said it, we're available. We're available for purchase. We're able to be taken over. We're cleaning up the chaff around here, and that we're cleaning the company up so we can be a clean takeover target. It's going to take us a few weeks and months to do it, but we're open. We're open for discussions. We're going to clean house, and we're going to reduce our costs and reduce our cash burn. We're going to have a nice little pot of money here. We have a big wad of customers, and we're available for takeover. That's what I think we really are watching and witnessing here. Yeah, and the market likes it. Yeah, there you go. Rob wants to know, Mirko, have you got your stink bin in over 4 or under? Bama. The best thing about Ryan Cohn's tweet is that the app got a 5-star rating on 94,000 reviews. Alberto says, Uncle, I am traveling to Georgia tomorrow to perform a risk assessment. I will be watching my mobile device. I can't trade unless I hear your voice. Right on, my friend. We keep her going. Well, you know I'll be here. So fabulous. We'll see what's going on. Right now, the Dow is up 89 points. We've got Rocket Lab right now off 3 cents. We have SoFi up 6 to 1178. GameStop right now 104.26 up 192. The high on GameStop 105, the low 100. Matterport 799 down 2 pennies. ME down 1 dime at 483. Spire is off 18 cents, is up 18 cents to 293. Spire is approaching $3. ATIP is at 290, down 5 cents. So Spire is past ATIP now in price. Smart Rent up 29 more cents today to 834. We broke 8 just the other day for the first time in a while. That was yesterday. We broke 8 for the first time in quite a while. Right back to like a month ago. Now we're at 833, so that's an improvement, no question about that. If we can break through 850 or so, we will pass our recent high of early January, and then we will go after back into the 6s, 7s, and 8s, or 8s, 9s, and 10s, pardon me, of December. And let's hope that happens. So Smart Rent, go, baby, go. 832 last trade. There we go. The high of the day, 837. The volume, 45,900. There is no volume on Smart Rent because there is no selling on Smart Rent. It is, the buyers can't find stock. They're going after it. They're just buying what they can find. Looking good. Keep it going, baby. Let's go. Sexter is up 12, 1144. I bet you the volume on that one is virtually nothing. 24,900. Yeah, it is at high of the day pretty well. Go, go, go. All right, so ATIP is down 5.5 cents, but Spire's up. Smart Rent's up. Sixtera's up. ME off a dime. Matterport now off a dime. Goldman is a GameStop up $1.24 to 103.58. SoFi up a nickel, and Rocket Lab down 4. The Dow up 109 now, and it might be near its high of the day here. 18 points away from the high of the day on the Dow. Right at the moment, we've been getting these sawtooth waves, 10, 20-point moves, and right now we're at 35,200. The high of the day, 35,218 on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, all right, or the Dow Jones. There you go. There's where we're at right now, okay. What else? Yeah, here we go. Cindy, I'd like to write a cover call on Peloton. Bought shares yesterday, or should I wait? You can write calls on Peloton. Yeah, you're already up on the stock. You could take a look at writing contracts for this Friday easily. I would now just take a look at the option chain to see where's your best premium if you want to write maybe 35s or 37s, or I'm not sure if you can. What am I looking at here? For February 11th, that's this Friday. Yeah, you can write 34s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can write all the way up. So a 35, I show 15 minutes ago showing 80 to 86 cents. Not very exciting. 34 is $1.03 to $1.10. Wouldn't want to write those too close to comfort. A 40 will only get you 20 odd cents. If you go forward in time, next week, 35s are 137.48. If you go out to Feb 25, 35s will give you 175 to 188. 40s will only give you 82 to 93 cents. If you go out to March contracts, March the 4th, you can get 216 to 231 for 35s. If you wrote 40s, I mean, you can write 36s, 37s, 38s, 39s, all the way. 40s will get you 110 to 120. March 11s will get you 238 to 271 on 35s. March 25s, a 35 will bring you 289 to 330. So, if you could get 325 for a $35 contract for March 25th, as an example, you got 325 for that contract. You would be paid $38.25 for a stock you may have paid about $29, $30 for yesterday. If you bought it yesterday, I'm assuming, I'm just guessing. Not a bad return on your money. But again, you can write anything really close in. I mean, if you wanted to, like I say, write for this Friday, you could push the stock and say, all right, hey, I'll tell you what, I paid $30 for this stuff. It's trading at $33.49 right now. I'll write a 33 contract right now for $135, or I'll write a $30 contract right now for $280, but you're only getting $32.80. Pointless. No, obviously these have moved on me. My quotes are obviously old. Yeah, I would be looking at writing out of the money going forward a little bit, looking for a decent premium. Otherwise, just sit tight at the moment and see if the shares want to keep going a little higher. They go to 34, 34 and a half, 35. Now you might look at writing 37.50s, 36s, 38s, and push the string on it. See what you can put together. Okay, Cindy, way to go. Alberto saying, Cindy, I'm waiting until the stock settles a bit. It could pop based on news. And Duncan says, I think the day traffic is on Peloton now. Alberto, damn, Peloton's up 350 already. Keep going. 35s on 168, says Alberto. Got to go see this afternoon. Simpleton's volume on Peloton, 19.5 million. Thank you, Duncan. You have a great one, buddy. Auntie Bertie, where in Georgia are you going? White, Georgia, flying into Atlanta, says Alberto. That's where I'm headed. The Dow's up 100. And 1, Rocket Lab down 8, SoFi down 9 cents, GameStop only up 93 at 103.27, Matterport down 7 cents, now down 8 at 7.93, ME 476 down 16. So it's backed off. Interestingly, how it backed off quickly. It was up to 495 this morning. It's now 476 on 434,000. But ME will do that. We've got Spire at 291, trying to reach the $3 mark. ATIP at 288, down 8. Smart Rent up 19 to 824. Cyxtera 1150, up 18 cents. Very, very good market there. AMC down a nickel. Hood down 63 cents. Vanik down 39 cents. Home Depot down 41 cents. IBM down 71 cents. Microsoft down 80 cents. Apple up 23 cents. You notice a pattern, all less than $1 movement. Goldman up $3 to 371. Bank stocks are climbing. Great time to write Goldman calls. 370s, 375s for this Friday. Looking for a pullback. Cisco down 27 cents. Facebook down 71 cents. Amazon down $38. Tesla down $4.96. Google down $22.90. Lots of penny movement all over. Royal Caribbean up $1 to $82.90. That is insanity. But that's what it is. JP Morgan up 432 to 157.39. Writing 160s for Friday might be a good way to go. Let's see. American Airlines up 13 cents. Netflix down 2.90. Moderna down $11 to 149. Amazing how that stock gets beat up. It's amazing to me. I'm just blown away. Dow's now only up 63. We have a little sell wave going through right now in the markets. GameStop just dropped. It's down a nickel to 102.29. Taking a look at your contracts. Some of your bids might come through. You never know. Time will tell. Mirko, Alberto, assuming your average under 30 for the 35s looks like a juicy deal, even if you get exercised. Let's see. Alberto says my average is 28 on Peloton. If I had more time, I would definitely have dinner. I'm flying in and flying out same day to do to my daughter. She's ready to pop my 4th grandchild. Way to go. Wow, that's awesome. Mirko, $900 on 2,800 invested. Great deal. Let's see. What else is going on here? Good question. When is that bank charter coming out? Nicholas wants to know. Anybody know when the bank charter is coming out for SoFi? We're 11.54 down 18 cents. As the market, the Dow is now only up 21 points. We are backing off. We're GameStop down a nickel at 102.29 right now, 102.30, 101.80 on GameStop. We are backing off now on GameStop, down 54 cents on a volume of 325,000. So GameStop is coming off at the moment. Those of you who've written calls, keeping your eyes on that market, I am sure. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, why the black shirt? Well, it's just a black sweatshirt. I was cold. Just wanted to warm up. We're warming up today, though. As the morning comes on, the day comes on, as the sun comes up, we will warm up later today. But I was just personally cold this morning, so, you know. A guy can wear a sweatshirt, can he? I mean, I'm allowed to do that. 101.88 on GameStop. The low of the day was $100.55 earlier today. That is still the low of the day, and we're at 101.62. Right now, 101.62, down 71 cents on GameStop. We're $1.10 away from the low of the day on GameStop. And let's see. Rob is saying, hey, Mirko, if that 360 bid is yours, I'd move it lower. That's what Rob is thinking. Backing off those stink bids on GameStop. It's all up to you, folks, whether you want a quick trade or not. You do it the way you want to do it. It's all good. As long as you take it off on camera, says Nazareth, you can wear all the sweaters you want, man. I'm good. Just strip on camera, please. That's all I ask. Nick, covered snap short for a cool profit of 41 grand. We'll short more if it goes up. Nick, well, nice job, buddy. Nice job. Way to go, buddy. Mirko says, Rob, I wait a bit longer. Last time my impatience got me. Dave is going, okay. Let's see what's going on here. Dave now knows why I'm wearing the black. Underneath, I've got the white T-shirt on. It's all good. We're fine. We're up 14 on the Dow, but only 14. We're down 15 on S&P. We're down 69 now on NASDAQ. We're backing off on NASDAQ. Oil still down $1.89 a barrel. GameStop 102.12, down 22 cents at the moment. Excuse me. It'll be interesting to see if GameStop gets a test at 100 or not. Will it back off $2 from here and test the $100 theoretical support level? And for those of you who have written calls, will the $100 level make you your money? Will it bring you such a return that you will flip over? Nothing wrong with any of this whatsoever. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I took a quick trade this morning, hoping for another pop today, says Rob. I can't believe Matterport, says Franz, at what a basement price. So if GameStop goes under $1, what are the chances of it getting delisted? There you go. Um, Nazar is the thing that SPYs are down market wide selling, I think, right now. And let me take a look at some other stuff here. A quick peek over here. Um, on the VIX, we're up 0.56 at 2342. That's not a violent move. That's not too negative. We've got the Russell up 7.9, which is up 0.39 of a percentage point. The only index of the big three that's higher is the Dow, 20-point gain at the moment, where S&P's down 15, NASDAQ down 75. Russell's up, Dow is up. VIX, unfortunately, is higher, which is bad. The fear index is worse, but just by a tad at the moment. That's what we got, kids. Let's see here. GameStop 102.14, 102.16. Matterport 790, ME 474, Spire 287 up 12, Rocket Lab down 12, SoFi down 10. Alberto, I wrote the cover call on GameStop because the doctor told me to take my medicine. Would GameStop be too risky to write poor man covered calls? Clay wants to know. I'm thinking about buying in the 85.90 call with an expiry in March, and then writing against that with the weeklies leading there. If the 85.90 call is mostly book value, and I mean way up there, I prefer 90% book value and only 10% or less premium. It might be worth your while, but if it's more than 10% premium, you've got to keep in mind you're going to lose premium as you're generating revenue from those calls. You have to weigh one against the other. Let's go. Rob is saying that it's just so expensive. Good luck finding a 90-10 book value premium in the money call, says Rob. And that's my fear too. That's my concern. Can you get a call that is decently working for you ratio wise? The Dow is up 84. We just jumped 60 points, just like the buy program just came in. Rocket Lab down 7, SoFi down a nickel. GameStop up 85 cents, Matterport down only 7, ME still down 18.5, Spire up 13, ATIP down 7, SmartRent up 9, Cyxtera up 18. Home Depot up 79, IBM still down 77, Microsoft is up 7 cents, Apple up 18, Goldman up 219, Cisco down 22, Facebook down 242. So we've had a bit of a move up here. Will this last very long? Is this just a one-off buy program that will run out of gas very quickly, or what? GameStop 103.25 at the moment, holding a 91-cent gain. Okay, let's go. People are talking about where they're at right now. Fabulous. Having a wonderful time. Fabulous. Thank you all for joining me. We have thumbs ups today. 293. Thank you for all of you out there who've hit 293 thumbs ups for us already today. We do appreciate it. Peloton is 33.18 up 343. It was as high as 34.28 today. Keep an eye on the takeover rumors there. And let's see, the Dow right now up 88. It would appear the S&P is still negative 9.1, and NASDAQ down 60 and a half. So these two have not come green with the Dow. Is the Dow just in the middle of a sell program? It's going to have another one come at it. Is it going to go down now? What's up? What's going on with this thing? We'll watch for that. GameStop 103.33 right now, up 99 cents on the day. Yeah, man. Fun times here. Never a dull moment. ME yesterday broke $5 a share, which was nice to see, first time in a while, but we've only managed $4.95 for the high today on ME. Right now, 473, the low of the day, 472. We've had 498,000 trade. GameStop volume this morning, 356,000. That's it's not great. It's better than normal lately. Like, it's better, but it's not definitively incredible. 103.60 though, up $1.26 on GameStop. That's undeniable. Had a little uptick at the moment. The Dow right now ahead 89 points, but not at its high of the day. Okay, S&P 788 on the downside. NASDAQ down 54.5 points at the moment. Snap stock falls after company announces a $1.25 billion convertible offering. That drops Snap. right there. Interesting. And Nick scored on that move. Way to go, Nick. Keep an eye on that. We've got NASDAQ down 54, the Dow up 85. So we're flat on the Dow for the last few minutes here. Are we in a tug of war? We'll see. GameStop 103.06, up 72 cents. It's backing up a little bit again at this moment in time. Now it's jumping to 103.83, jumping up again. So welcome to all kinds of volatility right now. So let's see how it works for you, kids. Volatility is the name of the game. Scoring premiums on runs is the name of the game here, and allowing the fluctuating market to make you your money. That's it. It's as simple as that. Up 88 on the Dow. We're better, but not like we stopped moving up. We moved up 60 points and we stopped. Up 84 now. S&P now down 8.25. NASDAQ still down 50. Okay, let's see. Okay. Thank you one and all for being here today. It's nice to have you here. Appreciate it. And nice to have you join us today. Lots going on all over the place at this moment. Lots going on. Thank you for those of you who have reached out to me, who are looking to become to have a one-on-one session. Appreciate that. If you are interested in a session Saturday or Sunday of this weekend, do let me know. We'll talk to you. We'll get together for an hour on a one-on-one, private one-on-one. Cover anything you want to talk about. If you want to learn all about the subtleties of the options thing, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about your accounts. We'll talk about your life. We'll talk about some ideas you have, whatever you want. Just let me know. But more than happy to get together with you. Jen, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you grumpy this morning?
No, I don't think so.
You're not off on a rant today?
Well, the rant this morning was kind of the. I read an article today talking about how there have been studies. More and more studies are coming out right now about the new workplace rules and environment and world we live in. And a study was commented on this morning. There was an analyst who covered a study that was done by one of the universities, where this is in depth. This was like 1 million people were surveyed.
Okay.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And it asked about the workplace. And studies are indicating that a very large percentage of existing workers out there say that their workplaces are toxic.
Right.
In every level. They're toxic with regard to they feel management is lying to them. Like, put in 1 year of grunt work and you'll move up.
Right, yeah.
And it never happens. And by the time your time to move up, the boss who promised you that is no longer there. And the next guy goes, I have no idea what he's talking about. Get back to work and shut up. They're lying and cheating. They're talking about racism everywhere. They're talking about sexism everywhere. They're talking about broken
gender biases,
just on and on it goes. I mean, it's just one thing after another.
And not to put too fine a point on this, but welcome to my life.
Welcome to my life.
Well, that women have been treated like this forever. That, no, come on in. We'll start you off as the secretary, and then you'll move up. And, no, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. And your ideas get taken by the boss.
And
yeah.
I remember one of the moves you made.
And you get commented on.
It was really your last move, I guess, second last move, when you made a big career move. You were working for one outfit, and you had your superior, who was really your partner.
Yeah.
And the two of you together were managing all kinds of properties. And then he got the big job offer at another firm, and he took you out for a coffee and said, you are part of this package. You're coming with me. Just sit tight. I'll get settled in over there, and you're coming. And he delivered. He delivered the goods. He grabbed you because he knew a good thing when he saw it. He grabbed you to come over there, and it put you into a much higher pay bracket from the old place. And the old place, they weren't even trying to compete to keep you.
No.
The attitude of the old place was,
we'll just find someone else.
We'll just replace you with somebody else. As great as you are, and you're great. We love you, but we're going to replace you because we can. Because that was the attitude back in 13, 12, 11. This is early 2000s, 2011, 12, 13. That was the attitude.
40s, 50s, 60s.
And it went that way all the way up to 2019 until this pandemic. And now today, this type of outfit, the one that lost Jennifer, they are scrambling left, right, and center. And when Jen and I decided that we would leave the world we were in Calgary and move to Creston, Jen said goodbye to her former boss, and it was a huge hit. But he replaced Jennifer with someone else, but
absolutely
not the same. Not the same.
It's never the same.
But it never is. But
you can't expect.
Many of you have told us, and I've mentioned it back to you. You want to get a raise? Quit your job and go to another place, or quit your job and be self-employed, and you'll get a raise. I mean, that's corporate reality.
More and more consultants that are negotiators, because it's hard for us. It's uncomfortable for us
as women,
as anybody, to go in and say, I think I'm worth this much more. The boss says, no, you're not. And you go, oh, okay, sorry.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry, bye. Thanks for the job. So they have people to help you negotiate that this should be part of your annual performance all the time. And there are so many people who are just uncomfortable with their annual performance. They feel like they're under the microscope, and that's because they don't have a good boss doing it,
right? Or
their HR department isn't making them a part of it. That you're a part of this. This is where you set your goals, and this is where you figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, and do you want to do something about them.
Exactly right.
But yeah, especially, of course, I will say, especially for women, just go online and look up wage negotiators,
right?
And all sorts of tricks and templates, and what questions should you be asking, and what questions should you be expecting, and you practice it.
Yeah.
Find a girlfriend and practice it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole new world in the last 24 months.
It's a shame you have to leave your job to get a raise.
Because a lot of people who leave their jobs leave their friends behind, because these are work friends. These become personal friends.
Well, and you're with them the majority of the time you're awake.
8 to 10 hours a day. Yeah. A lot of workers commute together.
You better like them.
They commute a majority of the way back and forth together.
And the company loses your history. They are the poorer for it. They know it.
Oh, they know.
But they feel that it's replaceable. But now with the great, what do they call it? The great leaving, or the great resignation. The great resignation, yeah.
And now it's being called the great upgrade.
Yeah.
Because it is the great upgrade. And there are people who are
freelance.
Employees are shocked. They're just shocked that even now, during this great migration that's going on, even now, they still have to quit to get the raise.
Right.
They still have, their bosses still won't give them their raise, because it's a sign of weakness from the boss to cave to the employee. So the boss would rather let you walk and then replace you 20% higher with somebody else, because it's a new relationship at this level. And they can't handle it. They can't handle that power move. And so many of you have to just say, it's been fun. Thank you. But we only go around once. And, Bezos is a trillionaire and I'm a hundredaire, and I want to become a thousandaire. So I got to go. And no one's offering me the opportunity to become a 10,000aire. So I'm going to walk from here, become a thousandaire somewhere else, and then move up the ladder there. And make my life better.
And we've known this for a long time. We've said this for a long time. But I think more and more people are now realizing the benefits of diversity in the workplace. You have to have all the voices at the table. If you are buying something from someone who doesn't look like you and doesn't sound like you, they're not going to service you. They're going to service their picture of you. So they're realizing that I need to have all the faces, all the voices at the table, and it makes your company so much more competitive.
True.
There's, again, so many studies to show that.
Yeah, that's right. To be fair to the corporate world, there are many corporations, a huge number of very successful companies who get this. who
That's
know
why
this.
they're successful.
This is why. This is why there are
That's
never,
part of why
and this is
they're
why there are
successful.
very few openings at certain companies.
Mhm.
There are certain companies you can't get in because no one leaves the company. They
No
don't
one
quit.
leaves the firm alive.
No one leaves the firm alive. They don't want to quit that gig. They are proactive with regards to their employees and their benefits. They reach out to their employees and ask them
for their thoughts. And
what are your thoughts? What about the pay packets for everybody? Are we competitive? Are our benefits competitive with all the competitors out there? Are we still the number one company to work for in this segment of the economy?
Or just asking people, I know you don't work on this particular project, but what do you think about it?
What do you think?
From the outside, what do you see that we're not seeing because we're too close?
Yeah. What are we not doing
and
right?
so we're starting to work better.
And then you have
being
these,
able to do that from home
right,
is absolutely viable.
Exactly. And then these companies also will take their top management and they will, the top guys will say to their management, you guys have to leave the company for a week, go out there and tell us what's happening in the world and come back and report to make sure we're on top of things. We're too clustered. We're all within each other and we're all just looking at each other all the time. We're just
echoing each other.
This is not good. We need an outside thing. So I want you to go to a conference in Long Beach. I want you to go to a conference in New York. I want you to go to conferences in Berlin. You head to Miami. You head to Rio. You head to Tokyo. And then come back, because we're a global entity, and come back here and tell us where we really are at and where should we be at. And it's not only our products, our services. Our products, our services, our plan, but also our employee relationships and the HR department. This is when management, senior management takes the HR people and says, you guys cannot be focused on the inside of this corporation. I need you focused on the industry as a whole. Where do we stand? Figure it out for us so that we're on top of it. And not only for our employees, but our HR employees. Because if the HR employers are pissed off working for the employers, what kind of employees are they going to hire for this company? It's not going to work. So you want HR to be motivated and jacked up.
We know someone who went into HR because of their love of people and loving to help people, and now hate people and think people are petty, horrible tyrants.
There you go.
See? Be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you wish for.
Well, except for GameStop to go to 110 today.
Well, that would be
okay.
That'd be cool. We've had people writing calls on GameStop already this morning. So we wanted to go down to about 98 right now.
Have a little dip.
Then go to 110.
Have a little dip.
Then go back to 98. Then go to 110. Go back to 108. We'd like to have that happen all day.
Just want to get on the roller coaster.
All day today. That's it. That's what we're looking for.
So what's it going to be today?
Have we got ham and cheese with horseradish available?
Yes, we could do that.
Let's put some horseradish on there today too.
Okay.
Get the sinuses going.
Yeah.
Did
you get enough sleep last night?
Oh God. We did the turnover yesterday.
we got enough car, but we don't have enough sleep.
We took the Model Y and had to pick up a Model 3 for 4 days, and then we do it again. And it was a late night rendezvous at the charging station.
We didn't get to bed till 9:30. Are we teenagers?
What are we? What am I? Crazy insanity. I went to bed late, and the alarm went off early today. But I'm here. I'm alive. What can I say? Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you to saying hi to Jen and everything. It's fantastic. Good morning, Jen. Hello, Jen. Jen is irreplaceable. There you go. Nobody can replace Jen. There you go. That's it. When Jen made the move, she went at that time. She was getting paid just under $40,000 a year. This is way back in the early 2010, 11 range, something like that. Yeah, 2000 or even earlier than that. In maybe 2010. She was going from under 40,000 to over 60. Like it was a 50% jump. But then she was going from a firm where she was managing 12 buildings with her boss and others in the team. And then they moved into a giant skyscraper, a big building in downtown Calgary, which was about an $800 million structure. And that required a management team to handle a huge number of operators, building operators, and all the trades. And this the gentleman, that her boss, who got picked off, he got picked off by that company. They wanted him. And he said, well, I'll come over, but I want to bring over my personal favorite coworker. And they said, whatever you want. You build your team. And he came to Jen and said, you are coming with me. And it was about a month or two. He got settled in, and a month later, she moved over. And he kept picking off people from that company he used to be with. He just kept picking them off, which was the problem that this company kept having, the first company. They kept losing all their best people because people would get hired by competitors at way more money because that's what they were worth. And now they would take the best of the best here. And these folks would be offered 30, 40, 50% pay raises. They'd all walk. And so this one company was actually the minor leagues. They kept bringing people in and training them only to watch them walk away within 3 to 5 years. And that was the constant turnover. And they wouldn't change. They wouldn't change. And over time, they just became known as the place to steal from. You want to get some, we'll steal from that company over there because there's a bunch of those people over there desperate to get out and get a living. And so when Jen made the move, it was a huge deal. And it made a change. Of course, it was a tremendous change economically. And she and her former, her current and still boss, they formed the dynamic duo, and it went very well. So there you go. How often can you reasonably ask for a raise? Asking for a friend. It all depends on who you're working for and what it is you do. If your skill set is rising, you're doing courses and you're taking seminars and you're adding more to your experience level and you're being given more responsibility, you are entitled to 10, 15% a year every year. I mean, it's not inflation. A 3% raise when it's a 3% inflation rate is an insult. That's a pay cut. They're just saying to you, you're replaceable. It's when they offer you 10% a year, 15% a year more every year, again and again and again. They're telling you, we want you. We don't want you to leave. We don't want you to leave. We don't want you to leave. We want you to stay. You're part of us, and you're a bigger part of us every year, becoming a bigger part of this organization. Otherwise, they're just insulting you and just keeping you around because you're affordable. Just saying. How about giving your employer a review? How about that? Yeah. Why should I stick around another year? Exactly. Anyway, there you have it. Join a union and do it that way. There's some unions that are very good at getting employees raises. There are other unions that are terrible at it, just terrible at it. It's not just a blanket, win or all kind of a deal. Where are we at? Is anyone looking at Spire? It's $2.92. We love that. KW, my current job gave a 1.9% annual raise after I've been there. What years through fear of pandemic? I have another job. I start next month for double. There you go. Goodbye. Nicely done. Nice pop on Royal Caribbean today. Oh, it would be a shame if someone wrote some puts against this artificial pop. They're just having about the time when they come up with earnings. Unbelievable. There you go. On the topic of pay raises, I just passed all of my electrical exams in the UK. I'm 24 and a fire security engineer. I'm doing all sorts and on 28,000 looking for 4,000 raises. You're such a shortage in my industry. Bradley, just shop around. You are worth more money. Michael, that's especially true in IT. You need to change jobs every 3 years to make the money or until you end up in a management role. Bama, there are a lot of option plays on Spire ending this Friday, even at $250 strike price. Whales are taking it down. Do not buy options on these low price stocks. Coyote, Nicholas, I know how that goes too, laughing out loud. Let's see. Wavy, I just wrote a GameStop Feb 18, 2022, 102 call, stink bid hit at 977, a 102, and it's 102.24, down a dime on the stock right now. Way to go, Wavy Gravy, beautiful. They're hanging around 859, 890 right now. I got out at 977, sweet trade. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Spire options are going down, squeezing, all right, I'm choking. Wavy, is my stink bid for buyback too greedy at 622? Actually, it's not too greedy. You might be better off at 511. You might just, because we haven't had a down wave yet. GameStop at 102.18, 102.09 right now. We've only been down to 100. I mean, we can break through 100 to 96, 97 here. we get any kind of a pullback on the market, and the market is mixed. The Dow is only up 96, S&P is down 10.5, and Nasdaq's down 50. It's not joining us. So we have the possibility of a down wave of $4 or $5, which could take that contract to the 5 mark. But a profit is a profit. Writing at 977 and buying at 622 is a nice trade. It's 350 odd. Nice going. An extra dollar might be available, might not. Keep an eye on it. Let's see. Rob is saying to Wavy Gravy, if you want to buy it back today, it might be too much to ask. Currently only 48 cents in the money, but it has a week and a half left. So I think how much time premium per day. Rob, while I was talking, just made another $1.20 on a 100 I wrote for Friday. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, well, at least Vlad's Sugar Mama isn't popping his stock up anymore. For the moment, anyway, Robinhood is going down nicely. Robinhood right now down 62 to 13.29. AMC down 17 cents right now. The Dow is up 97. GameStop 102.51, up 17. Uncle Bruce, you the best. SoFi went red, says Sextel. GW wrote a GameStop 105 call expiring Friday for $5.50 and $4.50. Missed the high on my IRA. SoFi is green, then red, then green. Oh, man, Nick. Uncle Bruce, I am shorting Peloton as there are too many cheerleaders on this one. Interesting stuff. KW, oh, my favorite show ever was yesterday morning. I wish the comments were not turned off. Loved it. AJ is obviously important at calming you down. Laugh out loud. Loved it all. Anyone see those ships getting repossessed for not paying gas bills? That's the Crystal Cruise Line, owned by Genting out of Hong Kong. Uncle Bruce, Rob, true. Thank you. I think it'll bring it up a bit, and then in some quick case, $100 is always good, and there's nothing wrong with this. B Fitz, Bruce, I've heard you talk about Goldman Sachs and GameStop as potential stocks to write calls for. Any others you recommend with affordable stock prices? Apple, Cisco. I've been talking about IBM, to name 3 more. Let's see. What else is going on? Rob, gravy. It's nice to try to get that extra $1 or $2, but if it bounces back before you get hit and you don't close out, then you miss a second chance to write. Depends how active you want to be, and that is something to keep in mind. 102.23 on GameStop, down 11 cents. And if you're writing at high enough price and it backs off $3 or $4 and you score a flip, thank you very much. I say, may I have another? Because if it pops back up, you write again. Exactly. Sextel, he recommends Intel and IBM as well. I do recommend those as others, certainly on the poor man covered call territory. Absolutely. Dow is up 118.9. Rocket Lab up a nickel. SoFi down 2. GameStop down 16 cents, 102.18. Matterport down 8 cents. ME down 22.2 cents. Spire up 15 to 290. ATIP down a dime. Smart Rent up 15 cents. Cyxtera up 23. AMC down 17. Robinhood is off 69 cents. Vanek is off $1.51. Home Depot is positive 45 cents. IBM is negative 44. Microsoft up 18 pennies. Apple up 33. Goldman Sachs up 191. Cisco down 33 cents. Facebook down 369. We've got Amazon down 33.39. Tesla up down 561. Google 33.08 on the downside. Now 31.70 on the downside on Google. Bed Bath Beyond up 29 cents. BlackBerry down 4. Royal Caribbean 85.02 up 3.06. Just defies logic, but there it is. Target up $1. JP Morgan up 4.59. That's another one you can write options on. Costco down $1.20. Walmart up 60 cents. Amazing on all of it. Thank you all for being here. We've got the Dow now showing a 105 gain, not the high of the day, but nearer it, but not taking off. We're still negative on S&P, down 7.8. We're negative on NASDAQ, 47 points. And Rocket Lab is up 4, SoFi down 2, GameStop off 4 cents right now. That is where we're at right here. Michael wrote SoFi's for 13 cents, bought them back for 8 cents already. Easy 500 in less than an hour. He must have done a bunch of them. Way to go, Michael. Better to get 50% twice than try to squeeze out 90% of one, and usually safer. Right on. A Wavy Gravy says to Rob, you just said it best. That is what I am trying to train myself on, those second opportunities, those options, trying to write them a second time. Let's see. Yeah, Rob, Wavy Gravy. Sometimes it's better to take a 20% profit in an hour instead of 50% over 2 days. There you go. Okay. Good job, Mike says anti-PC. Way to flip that. Rob, Uncle Bruce, with Spire being near all-time high for the year, should we be writing covered calls on it? Or when is it going to delist? You crazy kids. We're up 91 on the Dow. We're down 9.5 on S&P. We're down 58 on NASDAQ. We're backing off. The market is backing off right now. GameStop down 19 cents, 102.15 at the moment. The low of the day, $100.55. Cheers from around the world to you. Thank you for joining me today. We're up 32 cents now on GameStop, 102.02. I'm going to hit this 102 bid and see if it breaks through it. Looks like it might. Matterport down 14 cents. SoFi down 6. Rob is saying, nee. The fun says, finally hold for a bit today. Flipping GameStop covered calls is fun. All the nickels add up. They do. Karim, Uncle Bruce, I have a Goldman Sachs May 20, 355. I got 24 for it. I know I have time, but feels like it's getting away from me with the stock at 370. Any advice? What are your thoughts? I just sit there. Just sit there. Yeah, no worries. Gravy, yep, I was a nice guy and offered up 805. Went through like butter. A sweet ride, baby. A sweet ride. I was a nice guy. I'm glad you're a nice guy. A beautiful job, nice guy. I need to make some Skrilla this week, leaving for the Bahamas next weekend, and I need some throwing around money. There you go, Rob. Now you're talking. 102.17 on GameStop, down 17 cents. Wavy Gravy, bring in the knees. Rob and my convo, just a beautiful lesson for you all watching. I just made $170. Nice job. That's what we do. Trying to catch the waves here. 102.25 on GameStop, down 7 cents. There you go. Back and forth, the ebb and the flow, as Howard Cosell used to say. We're up 95 on the Dow. We're down 7.8 on S&P. We're down 49 on NASDAQ at the moment. Over on the VIX, we're down 0.07, a little positive. Russell up 11.4 points, half a percentage point. So the markets are tending a little bit positive, but we do get swings in stock prices. Wavy Gravy, neat. Probably already discussed, but Andy PC says Matterport to announce fiscal 2021 full year and fourth quarter results on February 16th. That's in 8 days. Aurora, neat. Bobby, trading from the beach with Rob on YouTube next week, says Bob. Rob, Wavy, now just wait for the stock to bounce up and do it again. Nothing stops you from writing another 102 today. There you go. This is the name of the game. Thank you, Miss Jen.
No, it's a little earlier today.
It's all good.
We got Olympics to watch.
We have Olympics on TV. Jen is wanting to watch right now. Oh, love it. Thank you so much.
Smell the horse ride.
Yeah, I need it. I need the hit. I'm all stuffed up. I'm all stuffed up. Oh my gosh.
Get ready for the nose turn.
There we go. Look out, everybody. The nose is about to go. Oh, geez. We're up 108. Thanks, Jen. We're up 108 on the Dow. We're up 9 on Rocket Lab. We're up a penny on SoFi. We're up 8 cents on GameStop. There you have it. Let's see. Rob says, I'll be checking my portfolio a bit, but most likely will not be watching next week. So I'll miss you all. I'm trying to take after Credit Savage in Hawaii, says Rob. And where are you going in the Bahamas? Nassau. Right on. There you go. Okay, let's see how this works out right here. Ham and cheese and some horseradish on an everything toasted bagel. The Dow is up 110 points right now. GameStop at 102.54, up 20 cents so far at this moment. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate that. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Mm, mm. Bobby? Ooh, nice. Paradise City. Do the Atlantis Water Park, Rob. I've been there. It's extensive. Mm. Garrett, thank you, Garrett, for the donation on PayPal. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Mm. Anytime you're ready, Miraculous, you're good to go. You just have to make sure you're on top of all your tax issues and get all that figured out. You're going to be okay. Rob, look at that 1 day chart on GameStop. Not wanting to really go under 102 anymore at the moment. Rob, Auntie, for sure, we have our 2.5-year-old with us, so that'll be fun over at Atlantis there. Cindy just bought a Cisco July 40 call. They're pretty affordable with Cisco having a down day. There you go. Wavy, Uncle Bruce just popped you over a donation. Garrett, thanks, man. I just got it, and thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Beautiful. Apple to turn iPhones into payment terminals. Apple Inc. announced plans to introduce tap to pay on iPhone. Right on. They innovating that company innovates. What can we say? GameStop down 18 cents. Well, you're gonna have a blast, Rob. That water park is so fun. If he's big enough, take him on the water slide that goes through the shark tank. He will love it. Yeah. Mirko, Rob, just in case, got my 105 back. Stink bid hit. Rob, that sounds like I love it too. Thanks for the recommendations. Paradise Island, pretty good. Really, really fun. Really fun. Rob, nice. Everyone making money today. Here we go. Nazareth, Rob, if you look at the daily chart, it goes all the way back to 225.21 for support at the 102, 101, 102 level. Right now, 102.24 down a dime on GameStop at the moment. We've agreed. Nice making those profits before lunch. Looks like GameStop does want to take another shot. Well, we'll see. 102.27, down 7. The Dow's up 71. It's backing up a little bit now. Rocket Lab up 9. SoFi up 8. GameStop off a nickel. Matterport down 7 to 794. ME down 19 to 474 right now on 675,000. Spire at 292, up 17. ATIP up 9.5. Down 9.5. ATIP at 286. Smart Rent up 16 cents. And Sextera up 24 at the moment. AMC down 15 cents at the moment now in a nickel on AMC. Hood down 50 cents Okay, the Dow 78-point gainer right now. ME up 35 cents. GameStop up 35 cents. GME 102.69 at this moment in time. That's where we're at. We're up 96 on the Dow right now. A little wave coming in. Mm. 103.02 GameStop up 68. The Dow up 118. A little buy wave coming through right now. GameStop up $1, 103.34. 113-point gain on the Dow right now. We're up 11 on Rocket Lab, up 11 on SoFi. Matterport down 2 cents. Just a little better. 133 gain on the Dow. This BAGEL is working. Mm-mm. The Dow, the S&P, and NASDAQ, all green. They're all higher. GameStop, 103.75, up 141. A little better. Matterport back to 8. Down a penny on Matterport. Wants to go green. Oh, yeah. We're up 152 on the Dow. Definite move up. We're up 7.9 on the S&P. We're up 37 on NASDAQ. 103.75 now on GameStop. Was just at 104, but now 103.75. SoFi up 11 cents to 11.83. Rocket Lab up 11 to 9.68. We're down a penny on Matterport, $8. We're still down 17 on ME. We're up 18 and almost 19 cents on Spire at 293.8. ATIP still down 9 cents. Smart Rent up 21. Cyxtera up 33 to 11.65. Cyxtera is at the high of the day right now on 38,000 volume. It's up 33 cents on 38,000. Smart Rent is up 21 cents on 100,000 volume. That's it, 100,000. AMC down a penny at 14.90. It's come back to break even here pretty well. Robinhood still down 41 cents to 13.50. Vanek up 83, Home Depot up a buck, IBM down 59 cents, Microsoft up 162, Apple up 97 cents, Goldman up 199, 370.14. Cisco down 23 cents, Facebook down $1.20, Amazon down 6.5. It's coming back on quite nicely. Tesla is now up 466. Google still down 26.50, a little better though. Bed Bath Beyond up 34. BlackBerry up 2. Royal Caribbean up 366 to 85.56. Just about the high of the day here on Royal Caribbean. Carnival's up. Norwegian is up at the moment. Okay, there you go. 131 gain on the down. We've given up about 20 points. Here we go. B fits. Bruce, is there anything SoFi could report at the earnings that could result in a big jump and help change investors' attitudes to invest in SoFi in this market environment? Yes, there's a lot. The question is the market in the mood to hear it? It's a two-way street here. Companies release news, earnings, projections, status updates, all that stuff. But if the market isn't interested in hearing about it, because the market is preoccupied with something else, something much bigger is going on, and they are ignoring obvious, press releases and updates that really should make a stock go. That's a problem. That is a shareholder problem, not a corporate problem. But of course, it's a problem for those who hold the stock that isn't moving. SoFi could move $5 a day for no corporate reason whatsoever. It could just move $5 a day because the George Soros fund is loading up on it, and the report comes out that Blackstone is buying it up, or any kind of a shareholder development could run SoFi at any point in time. The company could make an announcement, tomorrow that would be blockbuster, and no one does anything about it. That could happen too. It can be extremely frustrating. SoFi now has, in my opinion, everything going for it that it can have going for it. Everything is positive. The Super Bowl is this Sunday. The home team is playing in the Super Bowl. Everything is going for, and except the stock's up 14 cents, not up $1.40. And there's the issue. But we got to just sit around and wait it out, B-Fits. We just got to sit back and go, all right, when you're ready, we're here. We're here. It's all right. We're here. We'll see what's going on. All right, Mirko, if Goldman Sachs would come down to my stink bid, that would be kind of nice. Here you, Mirko. Jen, MDT is one of those companies. Rob Nazareth, yeah, that's why I'm doing quick trades on it. Says Rob, I have a feeling it wants to take a $20 shot again real soon. Tiff, I'm sitting in a train on my way to a ski trip in Switzerland. Watching Uncle Bruce was making the trip way less boring. Love modern technology. Very cool. Very cool. Bradley Harswell. Hi, Uncle Bruce. What do you think of SoFi March 1st? The report going to be like, do you think the Super will be good for user growth, app downloads? Thing? Just kind of talked about that a few moments ago, kind of handle that. We're pushing 103 again. We were 103.66 is on the GameStop now. From where even I am making money today. It's through physical labor, though. My back hurts. Sextel, no volume on Matterport. What the face? 805 up 4 cents. Nazareth, Rob, yeah, I'm out of writing covered calls for now. Got caught with a 90 that went underwater. Just worked it out, so I'm going to sit back a couple days, see what channel we're on. So we're in. Auntie, that sounds fabulous, Tiff. Way to go on that train. Rob, Nazareth, same thing happened to my 90s too. Got to just keep writing and grind back up. Rob, keep eating, Bruce. Just keep eating. The stock's going higher. Markets are going higher. Neat. SoFi also hyping 1% returns with caveats to future checking and savings accounts. As a SoFi customer, I can't wait. Mr. Dr. Daddy-Doo, someone say neat. Sextel, Matterport. What's the matter? What's the matter with Matterport? We're moving this market higher. SoFi will pound the ads during the Super Bowl. TV ad, but anybody attending the stadium, they will see an ad at every whistle blow. Rob, we did touch 104. Yeah, 103.85 on GameStop. Angela catching some very good dip buyback profits at 10 minutes before market close. Above $8 on Matterport. That's right, 804. Look at the candle on GameStop just now. 104 GameStop, nickel time. Nazareth, Rob, yeah, just waiting to see the channel. The cost to borrow on GameStop makes me think it's going to run here in the next couple of days. So it's going to take a break and then start running again. SoFi 1190 up 18 cents. Matterport 802 up 1. GameStop 103.78 up 145. Rocket Lab up 14. The Dow up 122. Nazareth cost to borrow just jumped to 2.8% on GameStop. SoFi is too timid today. They have margin now. They should be taking off. Coyote 550,000 volume in 1.5 hours on GameStop. $6. Everyone buy one share of Matterport. Let's get it going. BFIT's future guidance. Meticulous. I only plan to use $10,000 to write. Would I be good putting together the other 20 grand in Goldman Sachs, or is that too many eggs in one basket? If you're into one or two stocks, then you only have one or two to watch, and that makes it easier to maintain and keep an eye on. So a call here and a call here. Dip your toe in this stock. Dip your toe in this stock. That's the way to go, I would say. Did you say SoFi is being delisted? No. I just picked up 80 Matterport at $7.99, says Ori. Nicholas, everything is getting delisted. Michael, if SoFi pops a bit more, I'm going to write again. Credit Savage, why in the world is Royal Caribbean going up? Who's traveling? Companies losing millions a day. Why the face? What's up here? I think they talk about it on our stocks will be delisted, OBGYN, but I don't know if my English is good enough to be sure. Sextel, yep, Matterport is a steal. GameStop is going to rip soon, I think. Ori says Sextel. Yay! Coyote, oh, holy wow. 103.61 on GameStop. Matterport 803. SoFi 1190. Rocket Lab 970. The Dow up 131.95. There's where we're at right here. The S&P's up 8.2. NASDAQ is up 50. And that is the market right now. Oil is down $2.19 a barrel. Very good. To 89.19, down $2 a barrel. Very good. 103.61 on GameStop, up $1.27 at this point in time. Loving it, says Ori. Loving it. There you go. Now $2.98, up 23 cents on Spire. 212,000 volume. This is the high today, $2.98. Can Spire break 3? ATIP 287.5, down 8.5, a little better. Smart Rent 826, up 21. Cyxtera up 33 to 1165. AMC up 6 cents. The Dow now up 148 again, climbing again, pushing the high again, trying to anyway. GameStop 103.61 and Matterport 804. Okay, let's go. In the big picture, Nicholas wants to know with the big picture, what are investors looking for to start putting money back into growth stocks? What they're looking for is a reduction in inflation. The inflation report comes out Thursday, Consumer Price Index. If it shows a drop from the last report, from 7-something to 6-something to 5-something, watch out. The market could take a real good shot. That really could move things along. Amongst Great Danes, Facebook about to turn green for the day. Maybe. Rob, come on, GameStop, just give us another pop. Come on, 103.89 up 155. 142 gain on the Dow, 8.9 on S&P, 56 on NASDAQ. So we have an up day there. Thank you for those of you who are hitting the thumbs up button. 338 thumbs ups. I thank you very much for that. That is fabulous all. Much appreciated. Peloton right now, 35.85, 35.76. So any of you out there thinking of writing calls, this morning I was saying kind of want to wait, maybe pull the string a little higher. Let the stock run up a little more. That's what it's doing. It's definitely trading over 90 million here. 35.76. Looking to right 37s, 38s, 40s, maybe. But you got to let the stock top out first and see where it wants to go. They're cleaning it up for a takeover, I think. Anyway, there you have it. 104 says Coyote to Rob. Yeah, 104.04 on GameStop right now. Spire is up 50% from its all-time low in less than 2 months. Keep going, Spire, says TIF. There you go. $2.99 on Spire, everybody. $2.99 on your Spire. It's going higher. $2.99. It's trying to hit $3, and there might be a wall there. I don't know how big it is, but the Spire is at $2.99 right at the moment. 222,000 volume on Spire. So way to go. The Dow up 137, 104.29 on GameStop up 195. Parab is saying, I'm going to predict that GameStop will go up or down. There you go, Sextel. It's working. Keep buying Matterport. There you go. Matterport now 809, up 8 cents, a little better again. 11.95 on SoFi, trying to go back to 12. 9.72 on Rocket Lab. Would be nice to see it go through 10. Come on, markets. ME 480. We're improving on ME, the low 468. So we've come up 12 cents from the low now on 727,000, down 13 on ME, only at 480 now. Coming back. Spire just hit $3. It is at $3 right now. Spire up 25 cents, hitting $3. I bought some Spire trying to push it past 3, but alas, I'm just a small fish. We're on Spire to 6. Uncle Bruce, quick, get a bagel. We're at $3 on the Spire. Right now, it's trying to go higher. GameStop 104.60. We have a little bit of an up move. The Dow's up 167. We're moving higher. Okay, Rob says sold another 105 for 465. Go back down now. There you go. There you go. Wrote a 105 for 465. Okay, drop this stock $5. Let's go. Here we are. Spire 301. We have broken the $3 barrier like hot knife through soft butter. Even hit 302 already. It's up 26 cents on 227,000 volume. It took 5,000 shares to break a $3 barrier. There ain't nothing for sale on Spire. It's going higher. 301, 302. Right now. 812 on Matterport. Go, baby, go. It's improving. 104.26 on GameStop. It's backed off a little bit, just a little bit. Spires is that little stock that could, says Chicago Transit. Coyote, I did it. I got it through $3. There you go, 301 right now. The power of Coyote is coming into this market. You gotta love it. Splayer TV, Rob, I don't think so. Probably it'll go a little bit up and a little down, then up, but it's still again down too. Maybe up a little more, but then it might go down. Then it might go up a little bit, then it might go down a little bit. So Splayer is kind of disagreeing with you on that GameStop movement. 104.42 up 208 right now on GameStop. My crystal ball on Amazon predicted, it says Splayer. Jennifer, yes, Coyote, way to go, 301. Rob, I really do feel for these people spending $500 on an ATM call that has an at-the-money call that has 3 days left. That's right, 3 days to live, and it's worthless. 104.32. The contract has no value. It's a 105. It's out of the money. The chart, says Coyote. Rob, Splayer, I neither agree nor disagree with that statement. Thumbs, there you go. Lots of disagreement about the ups, the downs, the downs, the ups, the ups, the downs. 104.45 on GameStop. 301 on Spire. 815 on Matterport. Look at that. Matterport, go. It's going higher. 816 on Matterport. High of the day of 817. It's hitting it right here. 3.35 million on Matterport, up 14 cents to 816 a share, going higher. Nice. 11.95 on SoFi, 9.73 on Rocket Lab. We're up 200 points on the Dow. 200 on the Dow. That's the high of the day. We're up 14.9 on S&P. We're up 79 on the NASDAQ. The markets are at highs of the day. Or he says, Coyote, that's a nice one. Alberto, Rob, I'm with you. Scott Brewer, I made a week's worth of my day job this morning. Thank you, GameStop, SoFi, and Uncle Bruce. Bama Babe, thank you, Rob. Rob, oh my God. Rob, I'm positive on my Spire. Rob, what? I can't believe it. 301 on the Spire. Wahoo. 815 on Matterport. 104.50 on GameStop, 11.94 on SoFi, 9.71 on Rocket Lab. We're up 191 on the Dow. All right. Splair, Rob, it's a good decision, just like believing someone but not trusting them. It's a good, somebody said about trusting somebody but not believing him, and then believing him and not trusting him. There's something to be said about all of that. Heard that somewhere before. I saw it on a t-shirt once. Yes. Celebrating breaking $3 on a stock that was $19.50 3 months ago. Sign of the times. We're back. We're back, baby. Rob, is that legal? Gody wants to know. Lava, the power of Coyote. Rob, go SoFi, go. Going past 12. Let's go, baby. 11.94. Let's rock. Oh my gosh. 104.67 up 233 on GameStop. It's trying to go higher. GameStop's trying to go higher here. The Dow is up 207, 215 on the Dow. Another buy program just kicked in on the Dow. It's up 215 now. S&P up 17 and Nasdaq up 86. Anti-PC laughing out loud, says Coyote. There you go. 215 gain on the Dow. 104.74 on GameStop. 815 on Matterport. Spire trying to hang around 301, 302 right now. Oh my. ATIP 288 down 7.5. It's a little better. Smart ran up 21 and Cyxtera up 33 cents. AMC up 12 cents. Yeah, 205 is the gain on the Dow now as we are coming along here trying to get some momentum. The James Show. Spire hits over $3. ATIP drops below it. They need to get off the seesaw and onto the ladder up. That's right. Well, why is SoFi going down then, says Auntie. Splair, I'm just bored with the lows at SoFi and GameStop. I'm just bored. 11.86 on the SoFi. Yep, 104.61 on GameStop. 8.13 on Matterport. Spire, 301. Oh my, SoFi is agitating me, says Anti-PC. It's agitating me, 11.89. Oh, they're testing you. We're up 194 on the Dow Jones now. 10% move on Spire. Is there any news? It's up 10%. Anyone saying anything? I don't think so. I don't know of anything that's being said. We're up 25 cents to $3. Got the 302 there. Doggy. Let's see what it wants to do. We're more than happy to have it go higher. Just go. Just go. That's your whole plan? Get her? Yep, get her. Just get up there. Get her up there. That's our whole plan. That's our whole plan. That's everything in a nutshell. Just go. Thank you for thumbs ups today. 348 of them. Thank you. We're pushing 400. Might make 400 thumbs ups because of you guys. I appreciate that. 376 of you are here. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button, give us a bit of momentum. That would be pretty cool. 348 are in the house. Keep them coming, guys. Nail those thumbs ups, logos if you can. Give us a bit of a push. $3 on Spire. 811 on Matterport. 104.38 up 204 on GameStop. 350 thumbs ups. There they are. 350. 50 to go to get 400. Fabulous, everybody. 187 gain on the Dow. Little pullback from that 215 high. I'll see what the sell wave is like. 352 thumbs ups. Thank you for 352. Keep them coming in, guys. Sextel says, hey, why doesn't everyone buy a share of Spire? Just get it going. Let's keep it going. Who said we had a plan, says Rob. I'm just pushing buttons randomly, says Rob. DWC anti-DWAC. Rob, those hundreds for Friday on GameStop going for $7.40 again. Those hundreds for $7.40, and they're worth $4.29. Wow. Doug Fletcher, I'm number 352, Bruce, on that thumbs up meter. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for coming in for me. Appreciate this. 104.29 up 195 on GameStop. A little bit back. The Dow up 190. Okay. We've got activity here. Lots and lots of activity all over the place. Chase Rosita Parker. I am thumbs up number 356, Bruce. I am thumbs up 356. Thank you. And we now have 358 in here. We're pushing 360 thumbs ups right now. They're coming in. Thank you all for this. Rob, the 105s are better, I think. All premium still. and 460. That's right, all premium at 460. Sixtel, today will be our day. Chanting. I'm chanting. 104.29 up 195 on GameStop. The Dow's up 190. There you go. Spire, $3. Wants to go higher. Oh my. Aren't we having a good time today? Oh my goodness gracious. Isn't this something? Never a dull moment on the markets, everyone. Thank you all for being with us today. Wow. Yep. No dullness here. Tons to watch, tons to keep an eye on. Vanik up 245, Home Depot up 274, IBM down 68, Microsoft up 271, Apple up 139, Goldman up $1.20 to 369.35. That's backing off a bit. Cisco down 7 cents. Facebook down 1.25. It did get green for a bit earlier, but not much. Amazon up $10. Tesla up 9. Google down 13.5. There you are. That's it. The Dow up 190. Can we get a George Takai? Oh my, for old time's sake. Oh my. Nancy says I'm thumbs up number 359. Thank you, Nancy. Love that. Later, guys and gals. See Uncle Beak. Take care, Suxtel. Nick, anti-PC. I look for short-term opportunities where I can make at least a few dollars. My success rate is 90-10. Mirko also sold that 105 again. Right on, Rob. See ya, Sixtel. Thumbs, says Rob. Way to go. We're now at 367 on the thumbs ups. 33 away from 400. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. 104.50 on GameStop, up 216 at the moment. Matterport 815. Spire 299.5 cents, $200.99.5. SoFi 11.91 and Rocket Lab 9.75. A little selling here, just a tiny bit. We topped out at 215 for the gain. We're at 191 now for the Dow. So we're off about 25 points from the high, sort of, kind of like at the moment. We'll see if another buy wave comes in, or are we going to get some sell waves at these higher prices? We'll find out. We'll be here to watch it. Andy, Nick, so earnings then, I'm probably not going to be able to get, I'm not probably going to get in on that because my powder won't be released until tomorrow. There you are. And where are we at here? Yeah, 104.64 up 231 on GameStop right now. Why, oh why is BP going down after beating earnings and bullish sentiment? Probably because it's priced to perfection and you sell on the news. Alberta, how the heck do we know what the thumbs up number is? My screen still says 36. Do a refresh on your screen. Hit the refresh button. You'll get a reload. T-Jack. Hi, Uncle B. Sorry I'm late to the party. Is it a good idea to sell GameStop for this Friday, 95 on the dip, and buy back when it gets back to the 105 area? So it was a good idea to sell GameStop for this Friday and buy it back. So, T-Jack, I'm having trouble figuring you out. Are you talking about writing $95 calls? I'm not sure what's going on here. We're at 104.60 on the stock. You can write 105s that expire this Friday if you want. You can write 100s that expire this Friday if you want to look for a little pullback, see what's going on. Mirko, I just sold a 105 for this Friday with you. I got 460 for it. Let's see what happens. Right on. Wavy is saying to Marco, I have done this at 460. Let's see what happens here. 104.98 right now on GameStop. The Dow's up 208, a little bump again, ever so slightly. We'll see if there's more buy waves or do we start running into sell waves. Because as the day wears on, we have found that with the Dow, we get these gains and then we get these resistance points and these sell waves come in and it just hits these bids. We'll be watching for that. Rocket Lab's up 16 cents at 9.73. We're up 17 on SoFi to 11.89. GameStop right now 105.15. It just broke through 105, up 281. Those calls will get a little more valuable, and higher prices can be brought in. Matterport up 16 cents to 8.18. ME 478 down 14.5. Spire $3 up a quarter. Let's see here. Yeah, Rob, we're at 105 again. Broke 105. Yeah, 105.37, up 303. Now 106.02 on GameStop. Another little pop. Perfect. Even more opportunities to write contracts. Keep your eye on that. I think I'm done for now, so Scott. I'll see everybody later. Rob, 106, Bruce. Yep, 106.02. 106.35, up $4. Volume 716,000. Little pop up here. And the Dow's up 219.91. That's almost 220 points. That's another reason the markets are moving higher. Coyote 106. Dr. Walter just grilling fish fingers for the kids. They were looking a little bit brown on the top, so I said to myself, "It's okay. I can just roll them over." There you go. Too early. Rob was thinking I sold too soon. Let's see. Bama Babe, TJ, you should be writing covered calls on GameStop when the stock is up for more premium. Then buy the call back when the stock takes a dip lower at lesser premium. Dr. Walter. Now, where did I get that from? Where did I learn this rollover technique? 106.88 on GameStop, up 454 right now. 106.93. The Dow's up 218. But SoFi still only 11.90. Rocket Lab at 9.74. They're not moving. GameStop 107.40 up 507. Matterport 8.23 up 22 cents. That's higher. Still up, down 14 on ME. It's not popping up yet. Spire still at $3. It's not moving with this market. ATIP is still off 9 cents. It's not moving. SmartRent up 19 and Sextera up 33. They're kind of stagnant here. AMC is up 36 cents, though. It's moving higher right now. Robinhood a little better, down 36 cents. Vanik is up 291. Home Depot up 286. IBM down 54. That's not moving. Microsoft is up 334, and Apple up 158 to 173.24. It's up a bit. But Goldman's still only up 154. Cisco down 6. Facebook down 132. Amazon 13.15. Gain a little better right now. Tesla up $10 and Google down 8 and down 8.20. So a little improvement there, but not a ton. 107.17 on the GameStop. The high of the day now just been set a moment or so ago at 107.87. We're 107.39 right now, and we're up 230 points on the Dow. And this is 6 points away from its high of the day. We're right up there with a 230-point gain, 6 points short of the high of the day, which we just said a moment ago. So there you have it. Dow is at its high of the day, just about, and that's affecting a whole bunch of other stuff. 106.86, though, on GameStop. We've dropped the dollar from the high that we just set a moment or two ago. Okay, there you go. Coyote 107. Alberto, damn you, GameStop. Rolling now, laughing out loud. Nick, anti-hypers. I mean, the stock which gets lots of cheerleading, I mean, it keeps on going on speculation. Those are call hoppers. Tell it, anti-PC says to Bama Babe. Bill Bus, I just got home from the doctor, ready to write a GameStop. Let's go. Good idea. Mirko, 207.50. Sorry, 107.50. Auntie Nick would love to buy a put today, but I can't. Wavy, I wrote it about 5 minutes too early. Splitter bought now 1069 units of Corsair Gaming at 2002. I think the earnings will take it over 20 tomorrow. Wavy, and couldn't even buy it back in time on the quick write-up. T-Jack, Banababe, yes, thank you. I was trying to ask, how does one benefit by selling in the money calls? We're now down to 106.18 on GameStop. We're backing off. 106.01, we're backing off. Mirko, me too. Hector, the dog was laying comfortably on his side in the noon day sun. He was motionless for some time. I rolled him over. He bit me, says Hector. Mirko, but it'll be okay. Hector, not all rollovers are painless, says Hector. Nick, Peloton is a perfect example of hype. Wavy gravy, Mirko, indeed. Absolutely, indeed. All right, we are now at 106.30 on GameStop. We're still up 396, but we were higher. The Dow is up 219. We were higher. We backed off about 20 points from the high, almost 20 from the high on the Dow. Rocket Lab at 977, SoFi at 1194, 106.30 on GameStop, 824 on Matterport. We're still at 479 on ME. We're not moving. Spire 303, new high of the day on Spire on 247,000. That is the new high of the day. We're up 28 cents on Spire. We're down 8 on ATIP. We've popped up a little bit. The low was up 284. We're at 288 and a half. So we moved up just a tiny amount, 7.5 cents away on that ATIP from breaking even. Smart Rent up 20, Cyxtera up 28. The Dow right now up 220 points, and GameStop up 437 to 106.70. That's the latest there. We are plugging away here, trying to earn some money. That is what it's all about. Kevin, I got 685 for a 110 GameStop for next Friday. Now I'm waiting for a pullback. Now you're talking. There you go. Nice job. Mirko, wavy gravy, they will be cheaper till Friday. Auntie, yay, stop teasing me, she says to Nick. Kent, heading up to Beaumont, kid is playing a practice round for upcoming tournament at Oak Valley. He's got his permit, so he's driving. I'm able to sit here and make money. A road to 102 for next Friday. You got your limo driver, and you're taking care of the investment portfolio. Very good. Just like the big boys. It's not as long as a regular stretch, but, it's a limo nonetheless. It's a limo in its own right. There you go. Obama, most writing in the money calls on GameStop are thinking the stock is going to go lower and attempting to get the highest premium. That is really hard to predict on GameStop. Well, it is what it is. It's true. 106.40 right now on GameStop. The Dow up 190. We've given up about 45 points from the high of the day here on a little profit wave. We got up to 35,327. We're now at 35,281. So we're 46 points off the high with a gain of 190 on the Dow. S&P up 16. NASDAQ up 92. Still positive. And GameStop 106.03 now, up 369. 106.03 on GameStop right here, right now. Frumbler says, I got 545 for a 105 GameStop that dies this Friday, and it's now 90 cents in the money at 105.90. We're under 106, so it's only 90 cents in the money, and the rest is premium, and we are backing off a little bit from the high of 107.87 today. That was the high on GameStop just about 15 minutes ago. Well, we'll see how it goes. The Dow is up 196 at the moment, and 105.98 on GameStop. There you have it. Premiums are being brought in right now. Stink bids are being put in to buy them back, and we'll see how it goes. 106.21 on GameStop as it jumps back and forth. Matterport 815's backed off a bit. Aspire 301.9 came down from that 303 range. Was that the high? 303 was the high on Spire so far. 1191 on SoFi, down a little bit from that 1194, 1195 range. Rocket Lab at 976. The Dow up 194. Now up 198. Okay. Oh, you are good to 110. If it's over 110 Friday, you can still roll it. That's it. Coyote 105 GameStop for 900 expires next Friday. Right on, Alberto. Bama Bay, my thoughts exactly. I've been gambling today, though. I got 720 on GameStop. 110.40 to expire next week. Stink bid hit. Nice job, Alberto. 110, he said. I got one on a 110. Nice job. Is Peloton ready to drop the 30? Nick wants to know. I don't know, my friend. Where are we at now? It's 35.46. The high of the day, 37.11. 107 million volume. So today is a big volume speculation day. If the Dow takes another positive run, it might suck Peloton with it a little bit, but then again, it might not. You got to keep an eye on those stats there, my friend, for resistance and support levels, and bidders and sellers. How many? GameStop 105s. Dr. G says they peaked at 7 during that spike. I sold mine prior to the spike at 450. Any advice on how to time things better? Not really. You gotta, you put an offer in there, and they come up and take you up. That's it. You got your stink offer. Now you put in a stink bid to try and buy them back. 310, 311 maybe, and see if you get them, or 211 or 251 or something like that. The stock right now, 106.89, up 455. It can move $10 either direction in 5 minutes, and do it again and again and again. So we'll just see what it wants to do. 106.75, up 441. The Dow's up 201 right now. Keep an eye on the markets. I always watch the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P. If they're moving up in unison, that means cash is coming into the market. You may want to back off your offers. You see them all dropping in unison, you back off your stink bids, or you put in stink bids and look for the market to come to you. So the thing about GameStop and any other stock, they drop a lot faster than they go up. When they do turn negative, they turn negative quickly and dramatically. So always remember that. Same with markets. Markets can take hours to go up 200 points, minutes to drop 200 points. So that's how this game is played sometimes. How do I find the lessons I have bought, Bruce? Peter, if you've picked off some lessons and they're not showing, then do me a favor, send me a private email like you normally do, and just say, tell me what lessons you bought. And after the show is over, I'm going to be off the air in about 10 minutes. I'll send you the links through an email to you. Okay. And then you can watch them at your leisure. Right on, buddy. Yeah, Rob, Dr. G, you now play the waiting game for it to come back to you. Kevin S., yeah, there's no time in the market. Keep a few bucks in your account for rollovers. Rob, Dr. G, the contract right now is 106.51, is only worth $1.51 plus premium for 3 days. That's all it's worth. It will drop. Michael, Collier Securities initiates smart rent at buy with a $9 target price. Smart rent, $8.28, up 23 cents right now. We're down 7.5 on ATIP. We're up to 301 now on Spire, up 26 cents. The Dow up 201 points, and GameStop 106.46, up 412. Dr. G, great point, Rob. I just wish I could maximize all this income. I wrote 45 covered calls. Right on, buddy. Making the money, looking to take the position. Just a little pullback, and you are laughing. You are laughing. Love it. Well, we'll watch it. Okay. 199 is the Dow's up now, 201, just around 200 points. 977 on Rocket Lab, SoFi 1188. GameStop 106.47, up 413. Matterport 810, up 9. ME 477, up down 16. Spire at $3 and 1/10 of a share, 1/10 of a penny. Nothing going on there yet. Nothing more. It's still up 25 cents. ATIP down 8. Smart Rent up 23. And Sixtera up 30. AMC is up 20 cents, but it was better than that. AMC got to 15.29, now at 15.11. 11.8 million on AMC. There is no volume on AMC. This is really light for AMC. Laugh out loud. You beat me, Mike. I was just about to post that, says Andy. Coyote, Dr. G, 45 covered calls on GameStop. That is some bling money right there. Beach Boy, it is a wild ride with GameStop, isn't it? Yeah, well, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it's up 4, but it's not going anywhere. We ain't up $14. We're not up $24. We're not going anywhere. We're better, but we're not great. This is a fact. 207 gain right now in the Dow, a little stronger. We're up 18 on S&P, up 102 on the NASDAQ. but it also in the last half hour has leveled off in this 190-200 range. The Dow has leveled off. It's meeting resistance here. Will it be able to break into new highs, or will it run into sell programs that'll drop it 100 points? We'll see. GameStop 107, 476, a little better. Rob, Dr. G, 105 for Friday for 450. So long as the stock stays under 109.50 by Friday, you make money. Global Blast. I was just thinking the same thing. Dr. G is not messing around here. That's right. Dr. G, big player, not messing around. And Beach Boy ain't messing around either. We got people that don't mess around. We will see how it goes. 107.04, up 470 on GameStop right now. High today, 107.87. And the Dow right now up 219 points at this moment in time. 301 on that Spire, a couple of pennies below its high of the day. Go, baby, go. How are we doing for thumbs up? So are we near 400 now? Oh, yeah, 379 thumbs up. 379 on the thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 21 away from making it 400 today. Thank you all for getting us to this level and into this neighborhood here. Those of you watching on the rerun, if you're able to hit that thumbs up button for us, please push us through higher levels. That would be great. We're up 222 now on the Dow. We have 381 thumbs ups, 382 thumbs ups, 18 away. 233 on the Dow, another little pop up. I think we're pushing the high of the day right now, about 8 points away from the high of the day on the Dow. 233-point gain at the moment. I think we just popped a little higher on the Dow. GameStop 106.97, however, it backed off just a little bit here while that was going the other direction. 240-point gain on the Dow right at the moment. $3 even on Spire. 389 thumbs ups, 11 away from 400. Thank you all. 11 away. Meanwhile, I'm here like saving to get 100 shares of GameStop, says Global Blast. Dr. G, call me crazy Bama Babe, but so far this strategy is working. There you go. Karim, so in other words, you can sell an in-the-money call with good premium, and by expiry, if it doesn't go down, you buy the book value and keep the premium. That's right. That's exactly right. So the stock's at 106.83. You write at 105 for Friday, and if you can get $5 for it, the stock closes at 107 on Friday. The contract's worth $2. You keep the 3. Yeah, that's right, man. Rob, comparison to is the thief of joy. Dr. G could be like 30 plus 40 years older than you and had time to accumulate wealth. You can get there too. Just focus on yourself. There you go. Coyote says to Kareem, yep, you got it. Yep, you got it. This is the thing too about these stocks. You write a 105, you bring in $5, and the stock goes up to 108. It's going the wrong direction, but come Friday afternoon, it's trading at 310. You sold it at 5. You're up $1.90. You still made money. The stock went up against you. It still went up, but not enough. There you go. There you go. Gaudy, as long as you time a good pop, you can let time knock it down a few pegs in the subsequent days. Exactly. Friday expiry is coming up awful fast. This is Tuesday. GameStop now, 108.38, up 604. The Dow up 276. Just had a buy wave come into the Dow, a big buy wave. We're up here on the Dow now. Rob, 109 on GameStop. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. But he goes boo. 108.49 I'm showing here. The high of the day now, 108.89. Let's refresh this over here. 108.89, the high of the day, 108.40 at the moment. The Dow up 277 at the moment. The S&P up 26 points. NASDAQ up 125. That is what we got going on. Markets move up and they move down and they fluctuate a lot. And sometimes they move markets a bit. GameStop 108.26, a little off the high. And the Dow up 272.8. Dr. G, most of the money I have in it made in the initial AMC GameStop short squeeze a year ago, says Dr. G. Lobo Blast Rob. Fully agree. Uncle Bruce saved me last year. I opened my TDA account February last year because I ran into his channel and began to write covered calls on other stock. Bill was laughing out. Of course, my stinker hit before I could move it up a little bit. Bill was sold a 218, 113 for 641. Right on it. Beach Boy, Lobo, you just keep your eyes on the ball, my friend. Coyote, see, I wrote, and GameStop jumps $2. You're welcome, fellas. There you go, Coyote. Can always count on Coyote to help us out. 274 is the gain on the Dow, 25 on the S&P, 122 on NASDAQ. We're at 108.48 on GameStop. The high today, 108.89, up 614 at the moment. Matterport 813, Spire $3 even, SoFi 1191, Rocket Lab 985. The Dow now 276 as the gain at the moment, as we're watching this market do what it does. Bama's laughing with Coyote. It's what I'm here for, Karim. Thank Coyote and Uncle Bruce. There you have it. 108.38 on the GameStop there. We're up 274 on the New York Exchange on the Dow. Okay. Dr. G, I'm 57 and I'm a cardiac surgeon. That helps. Apple lands historic first Best Picture Oscar nomination for Coda and secures 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Actor Denzel Washington in The Tragedy of Macbeth and Best Supporting Actor for Troy Kotsur in Coda, says Anti-PC. Way to go, Apple. GameStop 108.52. The Dow 276 on the upside right now. 108.52 on GameStop. Volume on GameStop now, it's up 621 a share, just short of a million, 999,000, just pushing a million shares at the moment. 108.55 at this moment in time. The Dow now 268, just off the high of the day. Okay, 108.74. I think we are pushing a new high on GameStop here. We're getting close. Trying to push a new high on GameStop. 108.89 is the high trade as I see it here on GameStop. 108.89, 108.68 right now is where I see the stock at the moment. 263 is the gain on the Dow, a little pullback ever so slightly. We're up 23.5 on the S&P and we're up 114 on NASDAQ. 108.55 last trade on GameStop. The high 108.89. All right. Yo, $3 on Spire. Let's go higher on Spire, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Mm-mm-mm. 280-point gain on the Dow. Looks like we're hitting a new high here. 281. Another run. 108.90 on GameStop. New high just hit. 109.11. The new high on GameStop. 109.11 new high just came through. We're up 279 now on the Dow again, but a little buy wave came through on the stocks, including GameStop. 109.30 now, new high. New high, 109.30. A little stronger. 677 gain on the stock. All right. Yeah, Rob, I need to go and charge my phone and get something to eat. Have a good nap, Bruce. We'll see you later, Bagel Heads. You got it, buddy. We'll see you this afternoon. We're at 109.14 on GameStop. The Dow up 278, and the Dow's high. The GameStop's high 109.69, and we're 109.54. We're pushing 110 now. We're going to try to push 110. We may or may not see it. Those of you who haven't written calls yet, you might be looking at writing calls. 109.85 on GameStop at the moment. This is the high of the day. 110, I think we may have seen it. I'm not 100% sure. We're watching for it. We might have touched it. 109.85 I'm showing now as a high. 278 on the Dow at the moment for its high as well. All right, Gowdy, Dr. G, that makes a lot of sense. Very cool. GameStop, you saucy thing. Wavy later, Rob. Nazareth, GameStop is running. 109.11. At the moment, the high was 109.85. 109.11 now. A little pullback. The Dow up 272. Tiny retracement there, but we're near the highs of the day here. see what it wants to give us. I mean, the stock will give and take. But those 105s are worth 406. That is the actual book value of them at the moment. 110s are still worthless. And we'll see how this market wants to handle it. Generally speaking, what goes up can come down. And when they back off quicker than they go up. So we'll see. Let it top out and show us what it's got. We're going higher. 109.88 now on the Dow, on the GameStop, 109.96 on GameStop. Can't get the market on my mind. 109.96 was the high trade on GameStop, and we're at 109.49 right now. The Dow's up 292, new high of the day. We're up 26 on S&P and 121 on NASDAQ. So we're hitting new highs on the big markets, which is affecting our markets. There you go. Auntie says, I'm going to check those out, Mama Babe. Auntie, Rocket Lab on the move, 990. GameStop says, Ed Estate, look at that. Nazareth, so happy that I bought back all my cover calls this morning. Coyote, when I write, I am the keys and ignition that sparks the fire for the GameStop to run. Bama, probably most may not like this. Macbeth may not like that. Beth, all original Shakespeare lines, but I liked it. Coda was the best feel-good movie I watched last year. GameStop, 109.83 at the moment. The high of the day, 109.96. The Dow is up 295 at the moment for the high of the roughly its high of the day. We were 298 for the high on the Dow. We're up 291 right now, 292. So right up at the top, GameStop 109.61, the high of the day, 109.96. Is there a resistance at 110 on GameStop? I do not know. We might find out very shortly. Matterport up to 814. ME still at 480. Spire $300 and $3 and a half a penny. ATIP 289 and a half. Smart Rent 828 up 23. 6 1159. The Dow up 296. Rocket Lab 994, trying to get back to 10. 1191 on SoFi. 109.72 on GameStop with a high of 109.96. We're right at the top here at the moment, which could be annihilated and eviscerated. We could go higher or we could go lower. We'll see. The Dow is up 291 at the moment, just below the 300 level for a gain. Auntie, way cool, Dr. G. Some of us may be your future patients due to this market. Dr. G, Uncle Bruce, it seems like the stock price by Friday always winds up just under the strike price with the most open interest. Anything for that. Anything to that. For example, there were a lot of 110s written on GameStop. That can happen. There's a lot of movement between now and then, though. We could literally have just a ton of up and down movement between 105, 115, 100 to 120, 92 to 124. That's what GameStop does, as we know, and we're becoming waivers. We're becoming wave players and looking for the surf. Ride a wave, jump off, ride another wave, jump off, and we just do it in reverse. That's how we do it. Anti-PC says, SoFi, quit playing around. Just go up. 1188 on SoFi. It is not going anywhere. 292 on the Dow. Not yet breaking 300. 109.61 on GameStop. With a 110.80 high. We're in 110 territory right now. So this, just like that, we went through 110 like it wasn't even there. Volume on GameStop is now 1.16 million. So a little more coming through. It's sad, but I wrote for GameStop to go down to 105. I'll check out Coda, says Auntie. Dr. G, I would never operate on a relative Auntie. There you go. 110.99, 111 on GameStop. Just another dollar, just like that. 111.58, boom, right through it. 111.72 for the high of the day, up 924. Beach Boy says, so Uncle Bruce, if I wrote Feb 11.95s at 905 and Feb 18.100s at 1004, my cost pay overall, if I get exercise, is 104 and 110 on all 50. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it would be. That is true. Nazareth, 111.60, Auntie laughing out loud. Yeah, just hang tight, Beach Boy. Just sit tight. 111.65 right now on GameStop. The high was 111.86. We're 111.86 right there. We're right now at the high of the day. We're up 293 on the Dow. We're up 27 on S&P, and we're up 124 on NASDAQ. GameStop right now, 111.96.86. The high of the day, 111.86. We're 111.38 now on GameStop. And Matterport 816, Spire 301, SoFi 1190, Rocket Lab 997 on Rocket Lab. Trying to get to 10 again. The Dow is up 290 at this point. Okay. 1128 on GameStop. All righty. We're finally getting some action around here. Coyote, break me, GameStop. Do it. Go ahead. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you. Come on, man. Make it happen. 111.22 on GameStop with the high trade of 112 officially now. Recorded the high trade of 112 on GameStop, and we're at 112.05 now. We are through 112, and we're at 306 on the Dow. The Dow went up 10 points. GameStop went up. So a bit of speculative buying here at 112.34 high trade now on GameStop looks like. 112.49 high trade on GameStop. So we're chomping through a lack of resistance because the Dow is going higher, but the market will catch up to it. The market always catches up to our surging market. It always does. 304 on the Dow is the gain right now. The high trade on GameStop, 112.68. We're right now 112.57. Beach Boy is laughing with Coyote. 112.34. Any GameStop news or just typical normal? I think it's just typical. 1.2 million volume. It's slight, very light, not heavy volume at all. The Dow at 305 gain. High of the day on GameStop, 112.98. We're at now 113.17, new high. Another high on GameStop, 113.17, new high at the moment. 113.46 right now, another high. We're up 304 on the Dow, 307 on the Dow, 28 on S&P, 130 on NASDAQ right here. Over on the VIX, we're down 1.06 to 2180. That's positive. Russell up 21 points, 1%. That's positive. The Russell is outperforming everybody. The NASDAQ is up 0.92 of 1 percentage points. S&P is up 0.63. Dow is up 0.85. The Russell up 1.06. So that's looking good. And how much can this GME go today? It can go to 500 a share at any time, but it's not going to do that. I don't know. We're at what was the high now? Let me just double check that. 113.48, and we're at 113 even. 112.83 now, so we're already giving up some ground here very quickly. The Dow is up 309. So, but 113, 115, we were 116 a week ago. We were at 112.83. Beach Boy, we're both surfing Jaws together. Says Evan, 113.39. Matterport headed up. Matterport 820 up 18 cents. Uncle Bruce, remind me not to write a damn thing prior to 11:30 in the morning. I keep forgetting. My wallet needs a breather. I don't mind SoFi hovering for a while. SoFi 11.92. Rocket Lab 9.99. 302 on Spire. 112.34 on GameStop. The Dow now up 305. Woohoo, keep going, says Auntie Jen. What GameStop cover calls would you write right now? I'd be writing Friday's 110s. Right now, Friday 110s I'd be writing. In the money a little bit with a fat premium on them. I'd be looking at those. Zed, Uncle Bruce play-by-play is the best. Bought back my 95 GameStop puts. I bought them back right now. RC made a tweet. Mallow, I wrote 2 GameStop 105s for 204, 15 seconds before the pop. Jen Doe, 115 by this Friday. That was hours ago, wasn't it, says Goody? Alex, remember that Ryan Cohen's Royal RC Ventures gag order is ending tomorrow. They might buy more shares tomorrow, which might help GameStop climb even more. Beach Boy, Auntie, you encouraging the sassy lady? Yes, G. Lobo, disregard my comment. The professor has spoken. GameStop 111.74. The high trade was 113.48. We backed off $1.20, $2. We backed off $2 here in about a minute and a half from the high already. So a little pullback right now. Dow is up 299, so that's backed up a little bit. The S&P's up 29, Nasdaq up 131. We're now up 299, 296 range on the Dow. 111.04 on GameStop. The high got to 113, 110.66 on GameStop. We're backing off quickly. Auntie, are you talking about GameStop, Beach Boy? Obion Cordy, this has to be a rug pull on Peloton, right? Right? Is this a rug pull on Peloton? Where are we at? 37.56. The high was 37.60, so it's at its high of the day on Peloton. There you go. That's what we got. Beach Boy. Oh, yes, Auntie. Okay, 110.06 on GameStop right now. 110.06. The high trade on GameStop came in at 113.48 about 5 minutes ago for a second, and now we're at 110 even on GameStop. 110 even on GameStop. We have dropped $3.46 from the high in just minutes. 291 is the gain on the Dow. Little sell program coming in. GameStop shares are catching up with the run. Same with the Dow itself. Shares are coming up for sale with this kind of a gain. You're going to get sellers. That's what's going to happen. JJ's thinking, look at that. Royal Caribbean up 5%. That's insane, but it is what it is. Bill says, it's coming back. We'll see 102 before the day is out. Dr. G had to sell my Matterport to clear my margin account in case I have to buy back those GameStop 105s. Andy, sorry, Beach Boy. I don't have enough GameStop to write call, so I can't join in the party with y'all yet. Bilbus, fingers crossed, laughing out loud. 110.50 last trade on GameStop now. 110.50. The Dow up 306, coming on another climb now. The Dow taking another climb. We'll see if that infects all the shares again. 996 on Rocket Lab, 1194 on SoFi, 822 on Matterport. That's the high of the day. Looks to me very close to the high of the day. Is that right? Yeah, 827 is the high. 823 last trade on Matterport coming on. ME 484 down 8.5 cents. That's coming back. Spire 301. ATIP only down 4 cents. 292. It's coming back too. Smart Rent is up to 832. The high of the day 837, 131,000. So it's moving. And Sextera up 27 cents to 11.59. AMC up 52 cents to 15.43. The Dow now up 305. GameStop at 110.67. Still off $1.80 from the high on GameStop about 10 minutes ago. That's where we're at. Down, buck 80, something like that. 280, something like that. 110.53 right now. Alrighty. 304 gain on the Dow. Will it maintain or will it run into some resistance? We'll see about that. 301 gain, that's up 0.86%. That's the second best performer behind the NASDAQ of the big markets. It's up 0.93, Dow up 0.86. Over on the VIX, we're down 1.04 points. So that's down to 2182. That's positive. And Russell is up 1.12%, up 22.4 points. So the Russell is leading the way. We have 401 thumbs ups. Thank you for the 400 plus thumbs ups today, everybody. I appreciate that. We're going a little overtime right now. Let's see what's going on here. Watching this market. 111.31 on GameStop is up 8.97. We'd reached 113.48, so we're about $2.15 below the high of the day from 10-15 minutes ago on GameStop. That was a spike, and we backed off quickly. SoFi 11.93, Rocket Lab 9.97, Matterport 8.21, Spire 3.01. So some of the other stocks are kind of hanging around here. 110.96 on GameStop, back under 111 again. The Dow now a gain of 294. The high of the Dow was at 35,403. So we are 18 points off of the high of the day for the Dow right at the moment, as we're coming into about a 10-minute drop off here on the Dow. A little drop off, 293 gain right now, with GameStop at 110.98. Okay. Okay. There we are. Let's see. Get up there, SoFi says anti-PC. Whose great idea was it to buy those 105s? I know we have lots of time before Friday. I think you sold the 105s there, Dr. G. I don't think you bought them. That's okay. Let's go. Cam, I'm late, but I'm number 402 on the thumbs up. Right on, buddy. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for the thumbs ups, all of you guys. Beauty. GameStop 111.34, up $9. The Dow up 294 right now. Mm. Rocket Lab 996, just under $10. GameStop 111.18, just hanging around here. 111.15. Matterport 820. ME down 9. Spire 299.9. ATIP down 4.5 cents. Smart Rent at 832, up 27. Sextera at 1160, up 28. Right at the moment. Watching a whole bunch of stuff. The Dow back over 300 now, a 302 gain on the Dow. Can we hit a new high, or will we falter and back off? That is the technical question of the moment. The high on the Dow was 35,403. We're at 35,397, 6 points away. We're very close to another high on the Dow. We're right up there. I think we just hit a new high on the Dow. We're up 312. But with a new high on the Dow, GameStop only at 111.35. Didn't hit a new high as it did before. It was at 113.48 the last time the Dow was up here. Now it's 111.35, only $2 short of the mark. So is that a tell that it's not that the entire market isn't following the Dow this time? The Dow now up 310, just backed off a tad. If we get a bit of a sell wave through here, we could see $3-4 on GameStop very quickly, as we usually do. We know how these stocks run and don't run. Okay. Philbus, I am thumbs up number 408. Thank you very much. There you go. Auntie, good thing I didn't have the powder to buy a Peloton this morning. Probably be in a bad mood right now. And right now, Peloton is 37.77 after hitting a high of 38.17 today. That is Peloton right there. Here we go. The Dow up 313. That's around the high of the day here. Looks like it's about the high of the day. GameStop 111.19. Yeah. Ooh, we got lots to watch here, don't we? Wait, Uncle Bruce is still here. He hasn't left us. I've been watching the action on the GameStop. Went from like 104 to 113 in like an hour. And here we are now, back off to 110.88, 111. Watching this Dow hit new highs and now leveling off a little bit here for the last 15 minutes. Is this a plateau? Is this a little plateau before we go higher, or is this the beginning of the top? What do we got? Watching a lot of stuff simultaneously. 111.16 on GameStop. That's down $2.30. And we might be going a bit lower here. Yeah, we are lower. We're now down about $2.50 something a share from the high of the day on GameStop. We're backing up. But the Dow is pushing the high around with a 316 to 319 point gain today. The Dow is hanging around the highs, but it seems to be just barely getting a new high, and then it backs off 10 points very quickly. Gets a point above and backs off. There's tentative support up here. Be interesting to see if a little sell wave kicks in on the Dow and we back off to 250, lose 60 points, and that could affect GameStop by $3 or $4 a share. You never know. We'll see how it wants to perform here. Coyote says, I think I heard Chris Everett yesterday saying he was writing $15 strikes on his SoFi, but I'm not sure the time on that. I think those were March 18s or something like that. because premiums are obviously very low, but I was driving, so may not have heard right. I think he wrote March 18s or 17s, and he was getting 75, and they were like 75 to 85 at the highs there. There you go, Coyote. My girlfriend's Valentine's gift arrives Feb 13, just in time. Good day, I think. Good day today, I think. Nicholas, I think he was suggesting what Uncle Bruce suggested this morning, the March 18 for just under $1. Andy, yeah, I wrote 1450s yesterday and bought them back already. I made a quick $240 now, trying to write them again. Coyote, Nicholas, thanks for that. And Uncle B, thank you. Auntie, I wrote 3/4. There you go. We've got the Dow up 308, just under the high of the day. GameStop 110.89. Not at the high of the day, which is 113.48. So we're backing off a bit there on a bit of profit taking and selling coming in. Matterport 822, Spire 301, SoFi 1197, trying to get to 12. Rocket Lab could not hit 10. It's 990 again. Oh yeah, March 4th, not 3/4. I wrote March 4th. Gotcha, Auntie. You wrote the March 4th. Right on. GameStop 111.14 right here, right now. The Dow up 313. I think we're pushing the high of the day around again on the Dow. We're 10 points away from the high trade of the Dow Jones Industrials. Right now, we're up 312. The high was 322 today for the Dow. We're at now 318 gained on the Dow. 4 points away from a new high of the day for the Dow Industrials. GameStop 111 even. Still 248 away from the high of the day. The Dow 4 points away. Now the Dow looks like it's maybe at the high of the day. 416. Does that put us in there? 5 points away. Sorry, 5 away. Okay. SoFi, $12. We got $12 on SoFi. Nicholas sees it. Look around. Looks like SoFi just woke up a little bit. $12 on our SoFi. Just touched it for the moment. 111.93 on GameStop, pushing 112 again. It's trying to get there. The Dow is higher at 327 gained right now. See if any waves of selling come in here. 327 gain on the Dow at the moment. Cisco is in the green, says Cindy. How about that? We got buying power coming into Cisco now. Finally, green. Rocket Lab 994, 6 cents from $10. SoFi 1202. GameStop 111.36. And Matterport back to 830. ME down 7.5 cents. Spire at 303.5. That's climbing. ATIP down only 3 cents. Smart Rent 831. Sixtera 1165 up 33. We got a climbing market here, especially on our stuff. Climbing 327 gain on the Dow right now. GameStop 111.48. We're about $2 away, exactly $2 away from the high of the day on GameStop. 113.48 is the high. 111.48 is where we just were. Resistance reached. Here comes 1250. See what happens with so much. 1202, 995 on Rocket Lab, 832 on Matterport, and 303.5 on Spire. So we've had some stocks break some psychological barriers today. GameStop broke 110. Spire broke 3. SoFi broke 12. Rocket Lab trying to break 10. Everyone trying to break something. Trying to break something here. I don't know. That's the deal. Yeah, that is where we're at, kids. That's where we're at. 111.40 on GameStop, up 906. Auntie saying the right words. Go SoFi, go! 212.12. Dr. G. Just remembered I had some dry GameStop powder in retirement account. Wrote 3 more, but at 110. Right on, Matt. Wrote 3 at 110. GameStop 111.16 right now. The Dow up 320 points. That looks to be near the high. 11 points away. So 330 points is the highest gain of the day for the Dow. We're up 313 now. So we're off 17 from the high of the day of 330 points gain. So that might bring in some selling if this continues downward. We'll see if the pressure continues downward on the Dow here. Profit taking is certainly to be expected at any time. SoFi at 12.12, 9.96 on Rocket Lab, 111.35 on GameStop, 8.31 on Matterport, 303.5 on Spire. Yeah, man. Dr. G, this guy is GameStop, laughing out loud. It's all good. It's all good, kids. 309 is the gain on the Dow, 21-point pullback from its high of a few minutes ago. Rocket Lab 996, SoFi 1212, GameStop 111.38, and Matterport 832, the high of the day there. Spire 303.5. Looks like the highs of the day are being hit on a number of stocks, but GameStop is down 210 from its high of the day, which was 113.48. All right. Isn't it fun? I'll tell you, it is something. We've got 421 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for piling those on. I do appreciate that. Peloton 38.62, 50 cents from the high of the day there. It's still hanging right in there, not giving up gains. 880 gain today on Peloton. 880 gain on Peloton. Not giving it up yet. Very quite something. Peloton is crazy today. I didn't belong. I didn't buy in yesterday at leverage, says Splair. And we've got the Dow now only up 296. We're under the 300 mark, so we're 34 points from the high of the day. Rocket Lab 996, SoFi 1201, GameStop 111.42, down $2.06 from the high of the day. At the moment, Matterport 832, ME down 8 cents, backing up a tad. Spire 303.5. There you go. Okay. Bruce, really earning it today. Did the clocks turn back or something, as Will's asking? Gary, Bruce, in a mega overtime, thanks for hanging in with us. We're watching this SoFi and GameStop closely with the Dow. The Dow reached a high of 330 for the highest point, a 330 gain. We're at 296 right now. I'm wondering if we've got a few sell programs coming through here. GameStop hit 113.48, and we're now at 111.32. SoFi did get to 12.02 or so. We're now 11.96. Rocket Lab has tried to get to 10 a couple of times. We're at 9.98 right now. Spire is up 27 cents to 3.02. So we got some movement here, some positive moves. 28-cent gain on Smart Rent, 34 on Sextera as well. So some of our former SPACs are having a good day. We're at 299 gain points on the Dow, 299 higher. But S&P is topped out with a 28-point gain, and NASDAQ is backed off a bit down to a 123 gain from a 130 gain. So 110.89 on GameStop. We're off about 250 from the high of the day here on GameStop. Dow now is up 303, so it's a little better. But we're watching a lot of different things at the same time. Anybody know when the cutoff is for Google shares? If they're going to split in July, then it's going to be June sometime. If it's the end of July, it'll be early to mid-July. So it'll be a while yet, from what I can gather here, from what I understand it to be. The Dow at a 300-point gain right here, just kind of hanging around. We've backed off just a bit from its high. Now that's about 15, 20 minutes ago. But we've done this now 3 times today. We've hit a point, backed off a bit, run higher. Backed off a bit, run higher. This might continue, but at the moment we're up 294 on the Dow. GameStop at 111.16. SoFi 11.95 under 12. Rocket Lab 9.97 under 10. And Spire hanging around at 301. So 110.92 now. We're under 111 on GameStop now, under 111 on GameStop. It's also backed off along with the Dow a bit here. We are traded 1.6 million on GameStop. That is our total volume there. 287 on the Dow. We're backing off a bit more, a little more profit taking on the Dow, which is affecting S&P and NASDAQ. All three are backing off a bit. GameStop now 111 even, down 248 from the high of the day. in the last maybe 40 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Watching GameStop, see if it'll break under 110 and start a bit of a retracement here. 288 is the gain on the Dow with a 330 point top number. We were up 330 at the best. We're at 288 now. We've given up 42 points on the Dow Jones from the high to where we are here at the moment. Auntie says July 1 is the date for the split date for Google. 110.99 on GameStop, 111. It's kind of hanging around there, and the Dow is up 292 at this moment in time, up 292 points. There you go. Feds arrest 2 and seize 3.6 billion in Bitcoin stolen in 2016 hack of Bitfinex exchange. That's a positive piece of news. And we're at 291 gained on the Dow, 110.79 on GameStop. We're backing up a bit more on the GameStop now. We drop another 30 cents. We're off $3 from the high. Here we are. We're coming right at it. 110.60 now on GameStop. We're almost down $3 from the high of the day on GameStop. Stock is backing off a bit on some profit taking now. 110.36. We are now down more than $3 from the high. That is a definite pullback. 294 still on the Dow, a 26-point gain on S&P, and 111 on NASDAQ. They're hanging in there, but GameStop is running into resistance now. It's running into some stock. It's taking too long for it to keep going. It was running without resistance, but now resistance is coming in, and so we'll see what kind of a pullback we get on the stock. 110.42 on GameStop. Okay. Yes, never a dull moment. ATIP 291 only down a nickel. Spire 302. It's past ATIP. Smart right up a quarter. Cyxtera up 34 to 1166. Cyxtera is right at just about its high of the day, 59,000, up 34 cents. The all-time high in Cyxtera, 1279. We seem to get within $1.10, but we can't seem to get any better than that from time to time. The Dow now up 290. That's a 40-point drop from the high of the day on the Dow. 110.17, 110.10 on GameStop. 110.10. Stock is coming in, and it is now approaching the 110 support level. We'll see if we break through that or not, or hold it. Volume or selling is showing up. Buyers are backing up a little and tentatively backing up a bit. Venture Duncan, what did I miss? Anything? Did I miss anything? Venture Duncan, GameStop took a little run. Got up to 113.48. But right now, 110.22. The Dow back to 297. It's come back up 7 points. But are these little dead cat bounces and then we back off again? It's possible. I don't know. 110.22 on GameStop now. It looks like it's going back to 110 maybe. Yeah, 110.08. 110.08 on GameStop. There's more stock coming in. We're going to start testing. It looks like we might test it. And we broke 110. We didn't even hold it. 109.99. I just saw a trade go through on GameStop at 109.99. So we busted through the 110 support level. Any of you who sold calls at 113, 112, you're smiling, as we are now running into some resistance here. 109.84 on GameStop. We're still up 750, but we're running into some stock now as profit takers are coming in who missed the run and are now putting in sell orders to try to take some money off the table. That is the dealio here, kids. 109.61 on GameStop. It's dropping a lot faster than it came up. And that's usually how this works. When they drop quickly. So the 105s are now only worth 466. They were worth 848. Now they're worth 466 and falling. The 110s are worthless, and we're coming back down again. All right. Volume on GameStop now is 1.7 million. So there's some paper coming in for sale. 109.55 on GameStop. There you have it, folks. I'm going to take a break now. I'm gone 42 minutes over my limit here. I need a bit of a pause. I'm going to refresh here, and I'll be back today at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the last hour of today's day. The Dow's up 292. Let's see how it holds the next few hours, and good luck making money in the markets. There's swings happening, and we want to take advantage of those as much as we can. Thank you for your support of this YouTuber. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. We now are at 432 thumbs ups. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button just before I shut this down, please do and help us out with that. That is tremendous. I love you for that. And 109.41 on the GameStop. It is coming back. Enjoy the break, Uncle Bruce. We'll see you at 3. See you that afternoon, said Lobo Blast. Sean and Wendy, God is amazing. Thank you, Uncle B, for going overtime. 109.50, 287 on the Dow. We're running into some profit taking, and that's to be expected. That's quite natural. We'll see how serious it is. We'll see where we are at. We may have an update on GameStop today. We may break even on it. We may be down for a bit, and then we come back. We got to watch that Dow because we've had in the last 3 days, 2-3 days, the last hour, selling waves coming in, huge selling waves. We'll watch for that on the Dow. We'll watch for that on NASDAQ and S&P, and of course on GameStop. We're only up 275 on the Dow. We have backed off 55 points from its high of the day so far from the Dow. That's how much we've given back. 109.59 on your GameStop, everybody. 11.95 SoFi, 9.90 on Rocket Lab, 302 on Spire. So keep the faith, and we'll catch you this before we shut this market down for the day. Beachway, thank you, Uncle Bruce. I'll see you in the lamp later. Lamp? What lamp? You bet it. Well, I'll see you later. Yeah, I don't know about the lamp. All right, guys, take care. Bye for now.